We are back. Ahoo!
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the hump day of the future. We
nailed it, Steve.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
We're
this
here,
is so
man.
exciting.
We're here.
We are here.
We have been, we've been going to first and third. Swoop! There it is! Honorary swoop. First and third Thursdays. And
That's right.
we miss you all.
That's right.
And so let's.
What do you got? What do you got for us today, Brian?
Oh man, we got some good stuff, my
A lot of
friend.
stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's check the comments and see who's here.
Lee Rademacher's here.
I see Pup Guy Matt.
Pup Guy Matt was first,
Paul
as
Burnham.
far as I see.
Oh, Sheila, Amanda Stump. Oh man, we got the original insiders here.
Whoa. Really?
We got the original insiders.
I
man.
love it. Tommy Bradshaw is here.
Tommy B. Well, hey, do this.
Polly B.
Would you guys take a minute and share this video?
Sue is here, and Jim Hathey is here.
Love it. Steve, do you want to share this to the Axtell Entertainers group?
I will. I just will. That's what I
hit
will.
The other group.
I will do. And Justin Dancing Hawk is here.
What?
Mm-hmm.
JD?
JD?
The OGs, Keith Mossberger.
All right, folks, share this. So let's see. I'm going to do this. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go here.
I'm going to go ahead and... That's a preemptive droid struggle sound.
Then I go here.
And then I hit you with a side shot.
And then I go here. And then I get to go here.
Nailed it.
And then I share it right here. What's that?
I don't know, Steve. It's an auction sound. I'm playing it early. Maybe it's...
Are we having an auction today?
Steve, I don't...
Dude.
I have to check the list.
All
I'd
right.
have to check the list
this
and
is
see if
exciting.
there's an... I don't know.
Fun to see what Ryan comes up with.
There might be, though.
Yeah.
Hey, let us know in the comments if you'd be interested in a... Grant Rogers, what's up? If you'd be interested in an auction today. We may have some
Mossberger's
special...
here. Sheila's here.
We may have some special items in play. So you let us know if you'd like it. Man, it is good to be back.
Yes, it is. Hi, Sue.
switched,
Sarah's here.
We switched to first and third Thursdays. We were weekly for, over a year.
That's right.
Or just up to a year. And I know it's a little change, trying to find the rhythm again, but we have so many cool projects going on. You're going to hear about some of them tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's well worth the time off. Is well worth it for us because it's certainly not time off.
I was going to say, time off is generous.
Not time off, yeah.
People are probably saying, hey, make my order, stop live streaming.
I know. And we are. I mean, to a certain degree.
No,
we can't
for
stop
sure.
altogether. No,
We've been cranking, though, man. We have been cranking at the shop.
Yep.
Which is super, super cool. We got our crews just crushing it.
Yes, they are.
Oops, I don't know what I did on the camera. Hold on.
Oh, you're probably trying to warm up your flesh tones.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pale, but maybe not that pale. So.
My arms actually even look
Your
flesh
arms-
today.
Your arms are looking
So
toy.
I'm liking your white balance effect. Yours is whacked.
I know, right? I know. Let's see how your
Whoa,
side
whoa,
shot.
look at this.
What you got?
Just look at the aspect ratio on the phone.
Oh.
This has to
Go ahead
do-
and check that iPhone aspect ratio. Bam, looking widescreen, looking wide.
there you go.
Tracking perfectly.
Yeah, so if I do widescreen,
Let's see yours, Steve.
it's perfectly stretched.
Where's your vertical?
As well.
You need your vertical glasses.
Totally, totes.
Put your vertical glasses on.
There we go. Ah, now I got it.
There you go.
Aha.
Now you're looking good.
Okay.
Well, Steve, it is good to be back, man. Good to be
Yeah.
with you today.
You too, buddy.
And it's fun to have all of you guys joining us back online.
Yeah.
Hey, oh my gosh, Wolfie from Hamburg.
All right. And Reiner's here, too.
Reiner, we got our resident Germans here. Hey, and Tommy Bradshaw.
is...
He misses the attic, man. He said, I missed the attic.
well,
I don't know if he means auction or
think he
the
means-
attic background.
yeah. I think he means the auctions. But stay tuned.
Stay tuned,
Because
man.
we will have an attic auction at the end here.
Jacob Cowger. Hey, and if you
All
haven't
right.
yet, hit that like button. It just tells Facebook not to shut down. And I think the other day, had we been live,
We gave
Wouldn't have shut
away
down.
all the puppets on Monday. Sorry you weren't able to be there
That's how it worked.
to get in on that action, folks.
Hey,
Sorry.
Tommy said he misses both. The auctions and the background.
All right. Yeah.
Steve, I'm gonna live on this side shot for a sec. Let's dial this in.
What are we dialing?
Your bicep colors.
Well, those are flesh tone.
And I'll start by turning your camera off.
Let's don't go as white as they really are because
Okay.
it'll throw.
Let me turn on. Steve, I don't have the kind of processing power that you do.
I require. Do I need to get out my tats?
All right. Let's see. Is that two? Is that a little? Is
Hey,
that
dude.
two fake
Wake
and
up.
bake? You look like you've been in Tahiti, bro.
Looks like it. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre. Does it matter?
Nope.
Folks want to know. Does it matter? So now, there you go. You're a little more orange now. A little more color.
That's how I roll. This one's
What's this?
this one's not cooperating.
What's
man.
this one?
The best part is it's the same
all right.
camera that I have.
Well,
on
just
me.
don't use that camera. That would be okay with me.
That's the droid shot.
Okay.
Anytime you have a problem with the droid, I'm gonna hit you with the side.
I have no problems with the droid.
Okay.
I see everybody's here because of the droid.
Probably.
Wonderful.
Hey, did you,
Wonderful.
Steve? Did you share
Yes.
to the group,
Yes.
the Axtell group?
Yes.
Can someone
Axtell
confirm?
Entertainers.
I have a hard time.
And
believing.
to Steve
Jeffrey
Axtell.
Shev.
Don't anybody confirm with Ryan. He
I
does
need-
not need.
I
I do
need-
not need approval from my
I need
junior.
multiple peeps to confirm.
Not needed. Not needed.
Steve.
Oh, lots of stuff been rolling in because it was 3 weeks.
Yeah, so we're doing first and
First
third.
and third in.
And we had 5 weeks in
Wow.
September. I had 4 birthdays in 10 days for my family.
Yeah.
So it was busy.
That's crazy.
I was out of town playing music. You were super slam with some custom stuff. So
Yep.
it went pretty quick.
Yeah, and there were 5 Thursdays in the month of September.
Right. Exactly. So here we are. And thanks for saying hi in the comments. If you don't normally say hi in the comments, drop a hello.
Yeah, please do. Please do. That way we can call you
Yeah,
out
we'd love to.
and
say
make
hi.
sure folks know you're here. All right. Well, we have a lot of stuff that's rolled in over those 3 weeks from the insiders, and I got to tell you, a lot of boxes have been opened. We got a lot of stuff shipping out. Our crew's been wild.
Very busy. I'm gonna get that section queued
Been
up.
doing it great. And Teresa's been boxing stuff up, and we got stacks and stacks of boxes at the office.
Yeah.
She's doing great, getting stuff out faster. And we're now down to how many weeks, Ryan? From 18
You know,
to
we're down to 12 weeks now,
That's
which
fantastic.
we were at 18 for a while.
Yeah. That means when you place your order, it's about 10 weeks for us to get to it, and then 2 weeks to finish it and get it out to you.
People ask us how long
Yeah.
does it take to make a puppet. Generally,
No.
for us, it's about 1 to 2 weeks. And our back order is basically holding your spot in line,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
And so
quite-
we've been cranking.
quite a
them.
list.
Yeah.
150
All right, Steve,
orders.
Let's see. I think I'm in. I think I'm in a good spot. Let me just check.
See who's here.
Yeah. Anthony Hughes is here.
All right.
David Fowler.
And Tone.
Love it.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, Sheila, you can order more. That's good.
Always.
That's
We're
great.
not going to say no.
Yeah.
Friends.
No.
Steve's not one to say no.
No.
Oh, let me tell ya. Steve,
no, we can't do that.
I'm crushing my white balance right now. I just want to
Okay.
point
I'm
that
sending it out. I've got this special power. It's called Droid, and I'm sharing it to like.
Oh, I don't want to
multiple
see a 4x3 ratio. I'd like to see it normal
groups.
looking.
Boom. Normal.
You can't
Look at all
do
this.
that. Sorry.
This is great.
Hey,
Incredible.
let me check the mailbox real quick.
Wow.
A lot of mail's been coming in here, right
Sending
by the
it.
side of my face.
Oh, what?
Hey Ryan, bummed you guys were off for 3 weeks. Ha ha. Did Steve break mugs? A couple emojis. Let's see. Steve, struggling. This is for you, letter writer. Love the transitions. Have really missed them over the last 3 weeks. I actually watched a compilation video of all your transitions. Oh, thanks. Let's see. Ooh, this one came.
This is not true.
Let me see. This one came certified mail. So here's my signature, sir. Hey, Ryan, love the show. You do great stuff. Adam Krettinger. Oh, thanks, Adam. And P.S. from Chance Wolf. Love the transitions. Best part. Thanks, Chance.
Chance.
Yeah.
Checking in.
And it's cool that you checked in with Adam.
Chance.
They live in New York and Vancouver subsequently, and they both took time to write a letter.
That's right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's check in with the insider, Steve.
Let's just see how good these are.
Hey, we have Scuba Dava Jew, Scuba Dava Jew, Scuba Dava, Scuba Dava, Scuba Dava Jew. And that's right, Anthony Hughes. Is there an auction tonight? All I can do is play this sound.
Scuba Diva.
I don't know. Steve, what does that sound mean? Lee Rademacher knows what that sound means. Pete Corinne's coming to us from Down Under.
All right.
In New York. I think we may have an auction if you guys hang. And remember, if you share this video, we're going to have a giveaway. But let's check in, Steve. Let's see
to
who
be
we
determined.
got. TBD. TBD. That's for sure. Well, we're going to check in with the insiders here.
All right.
And first off, we're going to check this out. It's some utter nonsense. That's right. Already crushing it. We have Christian Williams. He's got that's the little cow.
That's right.
Performing on stage there. No, that's not a Foreman grill next to him. Probably a PA system of sorts.
With the big cow.
But he could be cooking up some stuff.
That's right.
That's the big cow or little cow?
That's the big one, yeah.
And not to be confused with this utter nonsense, works twice. It's still Christian Williams with the big cow doing a classroom performance. Thanks for sharing with us, Christian.
Very cool.
Good to see you. Back to work. And, you know, Sue Johnson's been putting all her puppets back to work, especially Ellie Mae Summer.
What? Look at that.
Now, she's just chilling here. She should be doing some chores, if you ask me.
Should be. She might have picked those sunflowers. You don't know.
That's true.
You're judging her.
I am.
You are not sure.
Well, I am sure. And because I'm so sure, I have a little video I'm going to play here from our good friend.
Not sure.
Gina and the Jets. She's got a little unboxing here. Let's see. Take a look.
FedEx came today.
Look at that. Look at all those jets.
Let's open it.
All right.
Gina featuring the Jets, which are Dinkies. She's got a collection, man.
Look at that.
Oh, it's like Christmas every day here.
What is it?
What?
What do you got, Gina? Show us.
Get him out of here. Oh,
She has a Toy Story Apple Watch. I see that. I know what it is.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Dinky Elf.
That is
I want to
cool.
be a dentist. Steve, you sent me Hermie.
Love
I
it.
want to be a dentist.
I thought of him when I made him.
Oh, boy.
Love it. Thank you for sharing.
Why am I such a misfit?
Well, hey, let's keep the videos going. Let's see what we got right here.
Hey there,
baby.
Axtell Nation, Mario Kadzir, right here from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And we're in my studio right now. We were working on the Christmas show right now, and this little baby just came in, so I thought, unboxing time.
All right.
All right, baby.
Everything open.
Iron
We know
Man
where
ripping
this
open
comes
the
from,
box.
of course. You know where this comes from as well. Axtell Expression. I know what's inside because I ordered it, but I'm very anxious to look at it. So, just
Careful with those scissors,
very
Mario.
careful not to go over the tape. Oh, actually. So, working on a Christmas show, and the best part is, in this box will be the actual star of my Christmas show.
All right.
My Dinky Elf. That's
right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh boy, he's already mounted. So Ryan actually mounted my Dinky elf on my brand new Dinky Talk. Yep, that's right.
Awesome.
No more lousy ventriloquism for me. From now on, he's talking directly with the Dinky Talk. I'm very, very anxious to try this. Thank you very much, Steve and Ryan and the whole team. This is incredible. And he custom made it blue because I'm working sometimes on a green screen right here, and green wouldn't work.
That's
but
right.
I've got some more stuff inside my box, so stay here. And
Keep going, Mario. And
we've got,
the Dinky Elf
paper,
comes
paper,
off
paper,
the Dinky
that's
Talk.
just paper, paper.
Use it both ways.
Bird arm illusion.
Use it with any
Very
of
good.
the
Thank you
Dinkies.
very
That's right.
much. And the extra glove. And the rest is parts for the Dinky Talk. So,
Wires,
yeah.
etc.
Thanks, everybody, and see you guys soon. Bye.
All right.
Love it, Mario.
All right. From Canada.
Hey there, Axtell
That's
Nation.
right.
Now
All
you
right.
can-
This is a little picture,
Ah,
and
look at that.
I'm gonna make it bigger. But I want to say, no one puts Nick Toombs in a corner.
No one puts him in a corner.
No.
All right.
So, but he does use our hatching egg. I thought that's pretty cool. He's got the dino head with our hatching egg.
Did you hatch that joke, Ryan?
I mean, calling it a joke is a bit
It
generous.
is. Yep. I'm glad he's got his mask on, though, that close to the dino.
That's right. Especially because the dino is just born. Its immune system
That's
can't
right.
really
Not
handle.
developed yet.
Right.
Yep.
He's looking out for the dino. So, yeah, Nick Toombs recently ordered some other stuff from us. I think he had an Easy Talk going his
That's
way.
right.
And that was pretty cool. Here's he is. This is the, I always want to call it like the Dilophosaurus.
There he is.
What's this guy called? Hey,
It's a you know. Come on, man. You know.
I never get it right, but he's got the
It's a
Parasaurolophus
duck-billed dinosaur, a Parasaurolophus is what
in the
it's called,
bag.
Ryan.
Love that walk around that Nick Toombs is doing.
You got that in the bag.
So the funny joke I thought of, and this isn't really a joke, is there's a character named Toombs from X-Files.
Yeah.
Any X-Files fans out there, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. But shout out to Nick
See
for...
the extra eggs over there? He got several hatching eggs and matching eggs that were not hatched yet.
That's right.
From us.
I remember doing that
That's
for
it.
him.
That's what he put them in the what is it called? The incubator.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, speaking of cool, always the coolest, not just because she's British, but because she's also soups funny. We have Edney Nakante.
Look at that. She's with our Edna. And
That's right.
I had not seen her perform with Edna, and I saw her the other day, and I was like, whoa. Had to grab a screenshot of that. That's super cool.
Let's see. Well, Nina, she was a special guest not too long ago.
Yep.
Speaking of special guests, this is our friend all the way from Germany. He's currently on an island performing, and he's been a good friend of us here. This is our friend Reiner. He sent us an unboxing as well, so let's check it out.
Hello, friends. Hello, Steve. Hello, Ray. It's my new package from California. I like it. I know. Yeah. And two.
He's got a knife.
Uh-oh.
Be careful. Good job, Reiner.
One. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
Madame et Messieurs.
Ooh.
How many?
Hey, make sure to recycle.
Got in here.
Not what I meant.
Yeah, he is reusing.
How many? Well, to Madame et le Messieurs. Hello. Ja. Hoe kommst du denn her? Aus Kalifornien. Aus Kalifornien? Ja. Du kannst nicht so viel Fragen stellen. Nee. Man kann auch von hinten. Very good job, Steve. And you, Dinky. So, give me a fire. Give me a 5. Fire 5.
Give me a fuel. Give me a fight.
Yeah.
There it is, another one.
Uh-oh. It's not sounding too good in that bag.
gotta breathe, baby.
Ja, alles klar bei dir?
Ja, bei mir ist alles klar.
Ja, das ist schön. Gut, dass ich da bin, ne? Geht das jetzt richtig Weihnachten rund,
Geht das richtig rund?
Ja, dann ist da ganz so rund, das ist blöd. Was ist das denn da? Da ist eine Kamera. Hallo, Steve. Ich bin in Germany.
I like the voice you got.
My new home is Germany.
His new home is Germany. Yep.
Ah, wie eine bessere Stimme.
Ja. Ja, na, 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 na,
His
na,
elf's
na.
kind of a jokester, I see. Speaking of jokesters, look at this crew.
Oh.
Sue Johnson's got a crew of jokesters. We got a Tiki peeking out right there, too. So
Wow. Look
got
at
it.
that. That's quite a collection there.
I love that the Tiki's kind of an insider thing. you
He's
know?
in there. Yeah.
He's in, but a lot of insiders here,
Yep.
they got it.
Yeah,
they know what's
Tiki's-
up.
Tiki's hot.
All right, let's keep rolling, friends. Oh, you know what's cool is Reiner or Mario
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
he got an elf and a Dinky talk. I put the elf on his Dinky talk when we shipped it, but it comes right off. You can use it as a puppet, and that Dinky talk can be used with all the other Dinkies.
Yeah, all the other Dinkies.
It's the same as our Easy Talk. Even works with our AI. Look at this guy, cool as a cucumber.
Ooh, love that. Look at that. Little costuming goes a long way.
Totally. And another Dinky elf sighting all the way from our friend Stevie Ronks, also known as Steve Ronker. Love it. He got one of the red-haired ones.
That's great. Yep.
He
Look
wanted
at
to be a dentist.
I love how he's got a little frostbite on his nose.
I
love
know that, and Connor was like, you know what, the Dinky elf is cool, but I want something bigger that's into Bart Simpson. And so obviously he went with this B-boy.
you go.
He went
All
with this
right.
bad boy. He
Reggie.
just took some new photos, Connor did, and so he was sharing online, him and his bud, just roaming around town, doing
Buster,
pranks.
not Reggie. Buster. Yeah. There's so many. We have over 200 characters now.
That's true. Hey, and we were just talking to this guy, our friend Sebastian,
Uh-oh.
all the way from Paris. Check this out.
Look at that.
He's got one of our big
That's
trees,
cool.
and he said COVID, they were down for about 18 months, and they're
right.
back up and running. So we've been chatting with Sebastian about some projects, and he's got the big tree.
That's right. And that was only 30 minutes ago, so cool.
Yeah.
It says so right there.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were posting up some stuff. Here's another photo of the big tree. We're actually building a big tree right now,
That's right.
and we have parts for two. So if someone's interested, we can.
The big tree is really something, I'll tell you.
You know who likes to live in trees? Possums. Much like Dennis Riglings.
Oh my
Nailed it.
goodness, nailed it.
There he is.
Nice.
Always enjoys performing with the possum. I hate to brag, but I puppeteered a possum with director Fred
Yes, you
Hughes
did. Yes, you did.
on Prayer Bear.
Fred Holmes.
Fred Holmes.
Yeah. Hughes.
I always say Fred Hughes.
Well.
Fred Hughes was someone I worked with. That was a friend of mine.
Oh, okay. He wasn't a director.
He's a very talented person, but I don't think he directed
yeah.
Prayer Bear.
Ah.
But Taylor Gluck could have had her Megan McCaw in Prayer Bear,
Whoa.
fitting into the forest. There she is.
Love it.
A friend of Reiner, friend of the show.
Look at that. I
Yeah,
love how she's
and
sitting
last,
on that.
we got a few more, but dude, our good friend, all the way from Hamburg.
There he is.
This is Wolfie Meyer
Oh,
with Opa.
Hamburg Meyer.
Nope, that's Opa. Opa Hamburg.
Opa Hamburg
Willkommen.
Meyer.
Love it.
Oscar
Wolfie.
Meyer for short.
Wolfie's been he's been a friend for a long time.
That's
He's
right.
been around.
Well,
He was visiting. Was it a CAX that he was out here for?
he's been here twice.
Yeah.
I think once for a CAX, once just to visit us.
And then, Willette Smith just recently has been putting up some performance
Look at
videos.
that. Yep.
Really diving into ventriloquism.
Love it.
And she's got the storyteller there, and then
The Islander.
the island guy.
And he was doing the
like a
It's
Louis
a Wonderful
Armstrong.
World. It's a Wonderful
Louis
World.
Armstrong,
yeah.
right? I see trees of green.
That's right. She did a great job.
I'm
with the
no
voice.
Peter Norgard.
Yeah. That's right.
But anyways, that's the insiders.
All right.
This just
Yeah.
came in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another note from the
Yeah,
mailbox.
it says, "Hey Ryan, even though you're so focused on aspect ratios and triggering media, you're crushing the transitions. Even when Steve doesn't name the file, and there's no visible name in the graphic. Oh, thanks, guys. Really, really appreciate that. I'll hit you with
there
the side
aren't any
shot.
like that.
There we
So
go.
nailed it.
Let's
Okay.
hit you with that. shot.
Nailed it.
Paul
Got
Burnham
it.
knows what's up.
What's
Ryan,
up?
Ryan does the best transitions. Hey, Steve.
Oh,
just so wanted to
Paul,
check in on
don't
this.
feed that.
You have 2 mugs in the back, one stacked on
That
top of each
ego.
other, and it has a chip in it. Doesn't look very safe. Scuba Diver Joe, checking in on your mug. Back to you, Steve. Don't, Steve.
There we go.
Struggling with stands.
I'll move a
Drop it on purpose.
All right.
All right. I'm not
So
pandering
now,
to you.
folks, what
hey,
what is going on?
well,
People
what's-
are talking about stuff.
What's
What?
going on is I'm just.
Sheila said great transitions.
Thank you. Here's another great transition.
Mario.
Mario.
There's other people here. What about an Elfette? Luis says.
Ooh.
Ryan. Lisi Weesey says.
We can do it, Lisi Weesey and Alfat.
And Gerard is here. And he wonders if we produce the fairy tales 3 and the Elflings in the Netherlands. We did not produce that, but we might have been part of it with our puppets. I'm not sure. Send me a link to that at steve@axtell.com. I would love to know more.
Very cool.
Okay.
Steve, it's been a busy week at the shop.
Yeah, it has.
And by a week, I mean 3 weeks. So should we check in
With?
the shop?
Sure, we can do in the works. Let's do that and see what's happening.
Sorry, I
We'll
just
skip
saw that
down.
Lawrence Badeneye is here, so just have to. I don't know why I have this flag.
Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
I just found it, and it stays on my desk now. I need more countries. That's not how it goes.
It's not.
Not how it goes.
All right. I
All
tried.
right.
Tried,
You
folks.
tried. Let's do
Yeah.
in the shop,
For Lawrence.
and by that I mean in the weeks.
Bad and I.
Let's see what's in the works at the shop. All right. Let's see.
Ooh, who's 55? I wonder.
Jose Cruz.
Woohoo!
man
Our
of the
production
hour.
manager, the man responsible for the quality around the Axtell workshop. Right there. Let's
He
go
just
hit him up.
turned 55.
55. Woohoo! Happy birthday.
Thank you. 20.
Yeah. Dream on, buddy.
Dream on, buddy. Man, he does. He holds his age well, man. That
Yeah,
guy's
I tell you.
looking good. We got Sandra and Rosie and Nora.
Yep.
They're crushing production. Working on that Mega Macaw. We have a rabbit in a hat. Several rabbits in a hat.
There's
Nora's
Nora.
working on the seal. We got a Ringo. I like Ringo. Ooh, we got a crow.
Look at that.
Now, Steve,
Aha.
tell me about this.
This is a 3D sculpt that I did for a flamingo. And we showed a little bit, we teased a little bit about it last week. We've shipped it now, so we can share more about it. The customer's in Sweden, and he's going to be going on Swedish television with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the 3D sculpt. This is how I started with it, to make sure the mouth would close and everything just right.
Love it. Now what are we working on? That looks like some headliner.
Yep. And
Those are the bottom of the hats that Nora's working on there. We had a special visit.
John DeCrosta visited. He opens for Brad Garrett
That's right.
in Las Vegas.
And he was visiting. He was going out on Carnival Cruises.
Yep.
He performs.
2 Axtell masks.
That's right. We did a little
Here's the
touch up
flamingo.
for
We're
him,
putting
too.
the hair on it now. We're testing out different eyes too, and the customer likes
right.
some goofier eyes, so we'll
Those are
show you
good,
those
though,
at the
man.
end.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like them. I like
The
them a lot.
toupee, not so much.
And then here's the beard that goes on.
Sideburns.
Mutton chops.
Hey everyone, I'm Bubbles. Bubbles the sea monster. Do you know why they call me that?
That was an easy
Yeah.
talk with the sea monster for Manfred Roskogler in the Netherlands.
All right. Super cool, man, Fred.
He has a big collection of puppets from us. Sandra, what you got there? Ooh, a book.
All right.
I see some diva parts.
Angelo is here. Joey Harris is here.
Ooh, we may see something that Joe... Ooh, Puppet Guy Matt, where you at?
Oh, there it is. Woohoo!
Look at these guys.
I want to be a dentist. I want dentist. I want.
He was in the Insiders folder. Look at that stuff.
Already above Jose. We got the trike head.
Watch how Jose approves. Good.
Beautiful. Always encouraging. Good job,
All
Sandra.
right. Nice.
That is not easy to make. There's actually a lot of moving parts for that.
Sure is. A mouth.
Ooh, over here in tech department, Wes is making a blinking silly Sue. So he's vacuforming some eyeballs on our mini vacuformer. We have a big one and a little one.
That's right.
And this is the big one.
A couple of acts. I have a much
Oh,
smaller
look.
one.
Afterwards, he's trimming
Makes
it up.
thimbles.
Yeah, right. So Wes is the guy that makes things move. All things mechanical.
Yep.
Come off of Wes's desk. Like this guy right here.
He has blinking
yeah.
eyes.
Yeah, you look at that.
Same process.
Oh, hi, how are you?
If you don't know ventriloquism, you can just hold the paw up in front of your face.
And move the camera up towards the face of the... Now, Steve, this is a 3D mold you're printing. Are
This
you
is
able to talk about this project?
Yeah. It's a snail, and I did the shell, and this is the head of the snail. So over there's the shell, and this is the head. We'll take you over to the shell in a second.
It's actually printing downstairs as
yeah,
we speak.
that's right. Look at that. There it is.
Ooh, there we
Here's
go.
the finished flamingo before we shipped it.
Calm down, calm down.
Now, Steve, will this be available?
It will. Yep, we are going to be making the flamingo and adding it to our line as one of our extreme puppets. So pretty cool.
Love it. Now, tell me more about Extreme Puppets.
We're going to be taking it to another level. All the new sculpts from now on are going to be, at least in a certain vein, are going to be pushed and are going to be more wacky, more extreme.
Yeah. So that's one of the first ones. So that'll be going into
Yeah.
the Axtell line. So if you are watching this and you are interested in the new flamingo, drop us a line, Ryan@axtell.com or Steve@axtell.com.
Yeah.
It's not on the website yet because we just made the first one, but that will be available. So
That's
I
right.
like-
He saw Chico. Yeah, Matt, we had your picture too. I'm sorry we didn't get to share that. Maybe we can share it later after one of the segments coming up.
we had his unboxing.
Yes, that's
So
right.
Just got to track it down.
That's-
figure out where it's at.
Yeah, in the folder. All right. Where I told you it was.
Well, I loaded everything in, so
What, do you use your iPhone? Because
that could be the problem. Yeah. Well, Matt, we'll circle back. I'll go ahead and download it directly instead of Steve, just to avoid any problems.
Matt sent it to me 3 times. I know where it is.
Just
I
easy.
made sure.
Hey, Matt,
the
I
fact.
can do it so that we don't have problems with Steve. Nah, I do. I can snag it. So
All right.
why don't I drop it in and then I'll play it in a
Well,
little bit.
Angelo, if you have to ask,
What is Angelo asking?
asking, how much is the flamingo?
Oh, do we?
We don't know yet. We don't actually know yet. We only made the prototype, so we have to get a couple of production pieces rolling before we know what it's going to take. But as they say, if you have to ask.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Hey, I got Puppet Guy Matt's video.
Okay.
So I think.
Oh, that's cool. You want to show it?
Let's.
It's another unboxing, isn't it?
It looked like if I bypassed Steve, it worked fine. I'm just teasing. But I do have it right here. So
It's
why
in
don't
the
we-
folder.
Why don't we, it was
So,
not.
yeah.
But hey, you guys, just confirm it wasn't in the folder. But to confirm, we will play it.
It was in the video folder, right
It
where I
was
put it.
not in the video folder. Just confirmed. Ooh, I had another confirmation from one of the insiders.
Like they would know. All right.
All right, but hey, I do have one more unboxing, so let's watch this before we move
right.
on. Now, Steve, tell us while I get this loaded up. Tell us a little bit about what we did for Matt that's different
Okay, so
than our normal.
Matt has his own parakeet or little parrot that's Chico. Is it a little parrot?
It's a parrot, yeah. Chico, it's a yellow-naped. Is that right?
Oh, that's right. Yep.
I think is what it's called.
And so it's really cool. It's got a lot of unique markings to it. And so Matt asked if we could make our real macaw into matching Chico. So we did the best we could with existing materials and such. And I think it turned out really well. He does too, and Chico thought so too.
All right. I got it right here. Why don't we check it out? Thanks, Matt, for sending this in.
Hey, everybody at Axtell. Today's the big day.
This sounds really great.
It sounds killer, right? Yeah. Let's see why that didn't work.
You can show it.
Everybody at Axtell. Today's the big day.
Oh, there it is.
For this special unboxing.
Hang on.
What is going on here?
We'll
1 second, friends.
Yeah, we'll get it.
We're almost there. See, did your monitor go away?
Yeah.
How about now?
That's back.
All right.
It's back.
All right, here we go, Matt. I got you, bro. I think I got you.
This is what happens when you don't do it every week.
It also happens when we did it every week. So this is just what happens. Okay. Let's see here.
Hey, everybody at Axtell.
There he is.
Today's the big day.
All right.
So, for this special unboxing,
everybody on your
I have
left
my
side,
special Chico shirt, where he looks like a T-Rex. Patty got me this shirt. And guess who I have with me?
Chico.
I have Chico. So you know what's in this box as well as I know what's in this box. Well, the wait is over, right, Chico? All right. Don't get nervous.
Tape.
It's not fireworks. Well, it is fireworks because it's a special occasion. Oh, and by the way, I've had this box sitting since Tuesday.
Ooh.
I couldn't get Chico on my shoulder until today.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You did it for the
Say
insiders.
hi.
Thank you, Chico.
I want to say hi to Jose and Steve. They did this.
I want to watch.
Can you go back?
I just want to watch.
That's not how it works.
Let's see what's happening.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, look at that. Bubble wrap.
I hope it's not red. Wouldn't look a
Chico.
lot like Chico.
What is this? Well, I know what this is. You don't know what
Chico's
this
very
is.
interesting.
This is a packing slip. Yes, this is a packing slip.
Read it carefully.
Let's see what it says. Look at that. Oh no, I'm gonna take this out. Sorry, Matt. Oh, the bubble wrap. Chico, look. What is this? Look. It's the mascot. We got a little mascot. How cool. And now, yes, I know. And now for the pièce de résistance. Oh, man. Look at that.
There it is.
That looks great. Oh my gosh.
Chico, look.
What a great job, team.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty cool, man.
Chico, look. It's you, baby. There's stuff inside.
That turned out so cool.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Steve, take a look, man. Peek around.
Oh, yeah. I don't see the puppet. Oh,
There it is.
Who's that?
oh, look, they're looking at each other.
Who is that?
That looks good.
Guys, this
that's
is
amazing.
beautiful. Absolutely
that's
beautiful.
amazing.
Hi, baby. Who is that?
It's the best puppet in the world.
Steve, ventriloquism. Or go behind the video.
Well, that is my Chico. And this
Oh,
is
that's
my
cool.
Chico puppet.
Love
And
it,
I
dude.
just want to thank everybody at Axtell for making such a beautiful puppet
You're welcome.
and immortalizing my wonderful Chico. Look, it's you. Yeah. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you so much for this.
You got it. Hey, Matt, if Steve was here,
Thank
he'd
you.
say thank you as well.
You're welcome.
He's back. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, it was worth waiting for.
Love how it turned out.
Glad you found it in the folder. Awesome.
It was in the folder.
It was in the folder. All right.
And Zach Wenthy confirmed. Thanks, Zach. I gave you remote access. He logged in via FTP and conformed. But for real, though, we love seeing those unboxings. So thanks to Mario and Reiner and Gina and Matt. Our team, team works crazy hard to
Great stuff.
Bring these things to life. And it's always fun for us to see you guys enjoying it. Well, Steve, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we take a look at our performer spotlight. This week we have a very famous children's show performer, Tommy Johns.
TJ?
TJ from the Cadaver World. He's one of the main speakers, and everybody loves him and copies his shows.
And you're a big deal when they give you two first names.
Tommy and Johns.
Tommy and Johns. I mean, that's kind of it. Well, let's check in with our performer spotlight of the week. Tommy Johns, or as I like to call him, Thomas Johns, Esquire. Performer spotlight.
Hi, my name is Tommy Johns. I live in Powder Springs, Georgia, which is just outside of Atlanta, with my wife and high school sweetheart. Yes, they are the same person. We've been married 42 years. We have 2 grown sons and a grandson who is just absolutely awesome. I'm a full-time performer. I consider myself a motivational speaker for kids when I do educational assembly programs in schools and summer reading programs in libraries where I encourage kids to read. All of those shows have an educational component and encourage reading in a big way. I'm also an entertainer where I do shows that are just for fun. I do shows for kids, some birthday parties, not as many as I used to, a lot of special events, church events where I get a chance to share the gospel or to share a devotional thought, a few senior adult shows, and every once in a while somebody shows a lapse of judgment and hires me to do a program just for adults. I use several Axtell products. Claudia the Hippopotamus is clearly one of the stars of the show. As a matter of fact, I've had people call me up and they weren't sure if I was the person they had hired the year before. And the first question they ask is, "Are you the guy with the hippo?" And when I say yes, I hear this sigh of relief and, "Great, we'd like to book you for our library this summer." Sometimes I think that if she were not a part of the show, I might not get booked back. I also have Beauregard the Buzzard, which is the Axtell Buzzard with the bird arm illusion. He's in 2 of my science shows. I have a possum who shows up in several shows, and I have the Axtell Drawing Board. Now, the Axtell Drawing Board, I only have really one routine for him, except for the holidays when I do a Santa routine. Claudia has a number of different routines that she does in different shows. Petey is in the state history show and one of the science shows, and very, very funny, very laid back, often falling asleep, playing possum. And Beauregard the Buzzard is really contrary. He argues with me about all kinds of things and pretends that he doesn't understand when he really does. Claudia, one of the reasons I think she's the star of the show is because she's got so much attitude. She's kind of like a Queen Latifah type, a lot of sass and a lot of back talk. She argues with me about a lot of things, and she's just really, really funny. I love having the Axtell puppets in my show. I think it enhances the show, and it gives me a chance to add cast members to a show that's already a lot of fun. I have Julian Franklin to thank for that. He was the one that convinced me that I could actually add puppets to the show and make a difference. I love it when 5th graders try to call you out on a puppet. "Oh, you're the one moving that puppet. You're the one making that voice." And then a few minutes later into the routine, something happens and they react to the puppet as though the puppet were burning me in some way. One of my favorites is with the Axtell Drawing Board. I am follically challenged, as you can tell, And when I started erasing the puppet, and this is a line from Julian Franklin's routine, and he may have gotten it from somebody else. But when I start to erase his hair, he says, "Wait, what? What are you doing?" I'll say, "I'm about to erase your hair." "No!" "Well, why don't you want me to erase your hair?" "Because then I'll look like you." And it's so funny to see the older kids who just a few moments ago were showing you how smart they were by saying, it's not really talking, that's you. And now all of a sudden they're going, "Oh, he told you, he told you." Like now they really believe that somehow this puppet, this drawing board is burning me for something when just a few moments ago they were absolutely convinced that it was me doing the voice. And so it's really funny when they do that. I've been really fortunate in 42 years of performing to have had very few nightmare situations. Probably one that I will tell is, because it's funny and because it worked out, was early this past summer. The summer library programs were about animals, and so of course I included the hippopotamus puppet, and my idea was that she would come out and tell everybody who she had a big announcement to make, and her big announcement was that she was going to be featured on AGT. She'd made it to the second round, and I said, "Oh great, America's Got Talent," and of course she corrects me, "No, Animals Got Talent, it's on the Animal Planet cable network," and she gives me all kinds of details, and it's really funny. And then the idea was that she would tell a couple of knock-knock jokes that weren't all that great, a couple of riddles that were pretty bad dad jokes, all of them related to animals, and then she was going to tell a story. And what I would do is I would kind of coach her along. Knock-knock jokes are funny, but do you have any other kinds of jokes? "Well, sure, I've got riddles." She does the riddles, and then I said, "What people really love is a story. Do you have any good stories you'd like to tell?" And so we had practiced and we rehearsed, and we get to the second or third show, and I get to the riddles and I can't remember any of them. I can't remember a single one of them. And this is instrumental in the routine, because you've got the failure, the success. And I like the three parts of that. I liked the way that it had worked out, but I could not remember a single. I mean, this was, why did the chicken cross the road to get away from Chick-fil-A? Simple stuff I should have remembered. And when I got to when I realized that I had forgotten it, I asked her, "Did you forget the lines?" And she looked at me, or "Did you forget the jokes?" And she looked at me, and she looked at the audience, and she looked back at me, and she said, "Do you even understand how this works?" And that ended up being really funny. And then I finally got it. But that moment where we were kind of arguing back and forth about how she forgot it, she thinks I forgot, and then we were able to get back on track, ended up being a really funny moment. But that was one of those muscle tightening moments where I thought, I've forgotten everything, and now I'm not going to be able to finish this routine. I've got no way of getting out of it. So yeah, that was a brief nightmare in one of my shows. As far as short-term goals go, right now I'm working with my good friend Dorian LaChance on writing a show for churches, something that would allow us not only to be entertaining and communicate a message about faith and the importance of that, but one that has a theme throughout, start to finish, so that at the end you see how every part of the program ties together to communicate the one message that we have in the show. And that's kind of new for me. I've done that some with reading shows where there's been a theme that goes through it, but they don't necessarily lead you to a point of conclusion other than everybody needs to read more. And so we're doing that. It's been quite a challenge. We've enjoyed our work on it so far, and we'll continue to work on that. I hope to have that available by spring. As far as long-term goals go, I'd like to do more bigger shows so that I can eventually start kind of cutting back, spending a little more time at home in my wood shop. Still doing shows. I probably will do shows until I take my last breath, but would like to get to the place where I do bigger shows and maybe fewer shows during the year. I'd like to thank Steve Axtell and Axtell Productions for not only the opportunity to share and spend some time with you, but for the great products and the tremendous support that they offer. I've mentioned Claudia the Hippopotamus a couple of times. Claudia went back to California last summer when things were really slow for a makeover. She had been with me for 14 years and had been through hundreds of shows. Was starting to look a little road weary, and so we sent her back, and where she tells people that she had some work done while she was out in California. Wow, she looks beautiful. I think better than new, because I think they're doing some things now that they weren't doing 15 years ago with the hippopotamus puppet. She's got real eyelashes. She just looks great. And if you have a puppet that's got some age on it, I really recommend you doing that, sending that back to Axtell. They didn't ask me to do this. I'm just so happy with what happened that I had to let you know. So we'll see if they include this in the video or not.
Thank you for joining us for another edition of Performer Spotlight. Sorry, Tommy, we better not.
That was funny.
Hey, love it, dude. Come
That's
on, give it up for Tommy John.
That's comedic editing right
TJ, he likes to go. Harry Stedman jumping in to talk about chore time.
Hey, did you know that we shipped off Joey Harris's Floyd?
That's right.
Yeah, Joey, your Floyd is on your way to you.
Joey, are you here right now? Are you watching, buddy?
Oh, I'm sure he is.
I think I saw his name a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
So, maybe he's standing out by the mailbox waiting.
But it looks so good, man.
Be a few days. I wouldn't go yet.
Now, I believe, if
Joey,
Joey's watching,
not yet.
we had a hard date, I think, because he had some performances planned, I believe.
Right. Cannot wait to see.
He had some engagements going out there in Alabama. So
Now, there have been people that have wanted a specific character their whole life. But in Joey's case, it's been 3 lifetimes. He has wanted Floyd for so long that we are so excited to be able to get
he's
that out
here.
to him.
Joey's here.
All right, Joey.
Love it.
When's it supposed to arrive, Joey? What did Teresa say?
The tracking number. I'm trying. I know. I think it just shipped,
right.
but it was looking good, man.
Cool. Very
so that's
good.
coming. That's coming.
All right.
Joey, when you get it, man, unboxing video or some photos, send them to Ryan@Axtell.com. Would love to include them because we'll be live again in 2 weeks. So
it's time for some guns.
Oh, gun show.
Oh, not my guns. Kurt guns.
Hey, that's like what I would do. I actually didn't know what you were talking about, so you nailed it.
All right.
Harry Stedman, chill on the chores, bro.
Oh,
Hashtag
man.
chore chill. Ooh, Joey said it should be coming tomorrow.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. Pictures, Joey. Pictures.
Love it, dude. All right. Let's see what's going on in the world of Kurt Guns and FamilyShowPro.com.
Yeah.
Tips and tricks for entertainers and entertainees.
How costumes can get you your heart's desire. As a performer, what is it that you really want? Do you want to be the one who books lots of gigs and the one that everyone thinks of first in your market? Costuming can really make a difference. If you're a clown or a character performer, it's obvious that quality costuming can make you look more professional, entertaining, and engaging. But what if you don't wear a specific costume like a clown, pirate, or cowboy? As a performer, you should look the part. Balloon twisters might wear a fun vest. A magician doesn't have to wear tails and top hats, but you should look like you're a performer. How you dress and what you wear will be determined by your character, the region you work in, and your market. But too many performers focus on their act, their presentation, but never give a thought to costuming. When you put each part in place, including costuming, you can get your heart's desire. Family and kid show performers struggle to book enough gigs. I teach you how to keep gigs coming easily so that you can rely on your income and have fun earning it.
right there?
I was watching the whole thing.
I don't feel like you had
all
tattoos 1 minute ago.
It's all about costuming.
Well, hey, check out
All right.
FamilyShowPro.com. Kurt Guns has a lot of resources for performers. We've been playing some of his videos. And look, it transformed Steve into Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse.
All right.
You can check that off the list.
There we go.
Ooh. Is that...
Millennial.
Hey, guys, is that a millennial?
Millennial Steve.
You look like a jerk.
Nope.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of hats...
Brad Ray is with us.
Hold on. I know you're more the security guard number 4 from an X-Files episode right now because you got the can't say FBI hat on. But dude, I like the new look. Now, is the Reptevia Fiddler on the Roof hat gone, or are we just changing it up?
Susie said this makes me look younger. I don't know. Let's get a vote. I don't know.
Show us both. Now the tats are throwing me off because now I gotta say I grew up seeing you in the fisherman cap.
I know.
So obviously that looks good to me.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
so this is one look, folks.
That's your Zorbs. Zorbs, the Greek look.
And this is the other look. I can mix it up. I'll probably mix it up.
Do we want to drop a vote in the comments?
Yeah, just let me know which one you like best.
Let us know in the comments. Do you like baseball hat or fisherman's hat? I want to see some votes.
All right.
Ooh, Harry Stedman says Steve cat backwards looks as bad as androids.
Well, the androids look pretty slick, so that's all I got to say. Look at that.
Hey, as someone who had to do the last minute iPhone update due to a hack, I gotta say, now that's a everyday.
No longer hack proof.
Well, that's an everyday occurrence for droids, us iPhone users once a decade. Gina Meter says fish hat. Gerard says baseball hat. Definitely, guys, it's 50-50.
Both. I'm gonna wear both.
Let us know. You could decide. Ooh, I got another fiddler hat from Jeffrey Sheff.
I'll finish this episode out with this hat anyway. But there we go.
Dude, hey,
yeah.
It's good to have split.
All right. We'll count we'll
Ooh,
tally
I got
them
a fish
up
hat from
later.
I got Harry Stedman and Joey going fish. Sue Johnson fisherman's hat.
All right.
A Dodger hat would be nice. John Piercy. Boys in Blue are doing it again. Come on, give it up. That was a good game the other night. Steve knows what I'm talking about.
Amazing.
Man, I can't keep that guy away from the baseball field.
Wow, the way they did those touchdowns.
You're a big sports ball guy. All right, Steve.
Hey,
well,
I'm just
we have
glad
a
to see-
special guest tonight.
My grandkids play soccer. That's what I like.
Hey, and you guys have come out to a lot of games, man. That's super fun. Do we want to just skip down the list a bit and go to some other things like special guest or?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go down to our special performer
That
spotlight.
means I don't have to do
for the
chores.
evening.
Thanks, man.
Right.
Glad I got out of chores tonight.
Yeah, we have a performer spotlight that we can do.
We did that. Tommy John's first
we
names.
did. Oh, we did.
Right.
We did Tommy John's. Yeah. So he was the performer spotlight.
Right. So
that
I'm
was
just saying,
his.
Yeah, I'm just saying ignore the next thing on the list because of hashtag chill chores.
Right.
And move on.
Too much chores. Speaking of chores.
We were speaking of the thing after the chores.
Well,
yes.
Yeah. Speaking of things to do with dinkies, we were during the part where the people were opening dinkies in their boxes, unboxing.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. Steve Petra, our good friend Steve Petra, has put together some amazing videos for us.
Oh, so I really don't have to do chores.
Not yet.
You're just postponing it? All right.
Belaboring the point.
You do that well,
I would
Steve.
like for you to stay here and watch this and learn something.
Well, I would love to watch stuff from
Steve Petra.
Steve Petra.
So Steve Petra.
Let me cue it up. All right, I got it.
These are great. These are amazing. This is how to put rod arms on your dinkies.
Ooh.
So they're not just like this all the time.
All right, let's check it out. And Steve has a variety coach course coming up.
Well, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But let's take a peek.
Hi, I'm Dinky Cheetah. I usually work in the shower, but today I'm in the shop so I can get some arm work done here. So, this one here, and I got this one here, and I can go back and forth, and up and down, and a dinky in the shower. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not in the shower. No, you're not in the shower right now. You're in the shop. I'm a dinky in the Tetra Cave, and I got 1, 2 arms. They go up, they go down, they go forwards and backwards, and very dramatic.
Sorry, guys, the sync was off on that, audio-wise, but I love how Steve got interdependence of legs and arms.
Yeah.
4 rod arms, right? I got another video here from him.
He shows us how he did it, so
All
pay
right.
attention, folks.
Let's check it out right here.
Hi, this is my Dinky Cheetah,
I'm Dinky Cheetah.
and he's got a few tricks up his sleeves. In fact, he can move his arms left and right. He can move them up. He can move his arms down.
Up and down, up and down.
Ooh, exercise. And he can also move his arms forwards and backwards.
Oh, that's a good exercise, too.
It is a good exercise. So, I'm going to show you how you can add arm movement to your Dinky.
Join me in Dinkyland. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Right.
oh yeah.
Love it.
Here's what you'll need to put functioning arm rods on your Dinky. You will need a Dinky and 1 piece of gaffer's tape or duct tape, 2 tiny safety pins. You're going to need 2 of these wires. These are floral stem wire, 16 gauge. They come in a package that looks like this. And the gauge is written on there, 16 gauge floral stem wire. You can get that wire at Michael's or Joann's or a craft store. And it's floral stem wire, a pair of needle nose pliers, and that's about it. So first let me show you what I've done on the Dinky, then I'll show you how you can do it yourself. There are 2 arm rods, and these are very thin wire. I'll give you exactly what they are in a moment, and they're attached to the back of each arm, and there's a little bit of tape there so I can control both holding it in my hand. I don't have to fumble for the wires. And here the moves is he can move the arms down, move the arms up, move them independently up and down, left and right, and forward and backward. You can combine that with little dance moves that he does. And from the side it looks like this. Just moving the arms up and down, front and back, just up, both down. And so there you have a variety of movement in nearly every direction, all happening from the back, which I like because your hand is also entering from the back. So it's just a comfortable position for the puppeteer. In my opinion, it gives you a nice range of expression. So let me show you some of the pieces first. This is the floral wire that I showed you earlier. And I just take the needle nose pliers and I grab the end with the tip of the needle nose pliers, because what I want to do is make a tiny little loop that closes at the very end of the wire. And I'm going to end up with that. And you can do that to both of the wires. Then attaching these tiny safety pins, I'll show you how the best way I found to do that. It's already on the arm. I'll show you what it looks like when it's attached. You can see the loop on the wire, and then the safety pin is secured to the arm. So what I did was, I'll show you on the leg, is I bent it in the opposite direction that a knee or elbow would go, and then I open up the pin and I push it through, making sure I don't just get fur, but I get some of the fabric, and this way it will hold on securely and it won't come off once I close it. Put the wire on ahead of time by just threading the pointy part of the pin, and then that little joint there, and now you can stick the safety pin, as I described, into the arm, making sure you've got fabric, and the result will be something that works like this. So you've got that one, and now once you get the other one, you do the exact same thing, and I've positioned mine. I'll just show you instead of trying to give you a measurement. It's not all the way up at the wrist. It's a little behind, maybe where an imaginary elbow would be. And there is some play, but that doesn't seem to be a problem. I thought it might be, but when I started working the puppet, I didn't have a problem with it. It really operated very smoothly. The last thing I did was, in order not to have the two wires flopping around so I was reaching for them, I taped them together. It's just one piece of, this is gaffer's tape, you could use duct tape, just a thin piece, and wrap it around about 2 inches from the end of the wire. If you make that X connection too far up, then the wires are going to rub against the body and you'll lose motion. And if you put it too far back, I think it'll be a little harder to control. So that seemed to be the sweet spot for me. So I'll show you, it's right there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna take it.
No, we're not gonna take it.
We're not gonna take it anymore. Dee Schneider. My wife's name is Dee Schneider.
All right. Well,
and when she worked at Starbucks in Seattle, they called her Dee Schneider.
Dee
like
Schneider.
The singer of Twisted Sister who sang the song that was a cover that we just sang. Anyways,
There you go.
guys, Steve Petra. Steve Petra knows what's up.
He does his chores. Steve Petra does his chores. He does. Oh, yeah. And I think it's time now for you to do your chores. I need you to go past the red barn, past the green barn.
You know what, Steve?
This time,
hey,
go.
hold on.
Go to the blue barn.
This is a new day.
It is.
I'm going to listen to what you say.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm going to write it down with this marking pen.
Okay. well, that's nice. Okay,
Yeah.
well, listen.
Okay.
It's a whole new experience and a new chance for you to prove yourself as a chore-abiding citizen of Inside Axtell, let alone my son.
Okay.
All right. So bypass the red barn,
Okay.
bypass the green barn, go to the blue barn, open it up. All I want you to do is to shovel that sucker.
Shovel that sucker.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's going to be bad.
Shovel that floor. Wear some boots.
Okay.
But shovel it out because all the animals from the green
and
barn.
luckily by boots you mean sandals. So nailed it.
No. Yeah, well, you can wear sandals if you want. But I'm telling you, wear some boots. And then the animals from the green barn will be able to go into the blue barn. That's what we need to do. That's where the food is waiting. Would you do that? They can't come in.
I wrote it down right here.
In this situation.
Right here, I'm going to get it done.
All right, buddy. Okay. See ya.
All right, here we go.
Bye.
And now it's time to Ask the Tiki.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I totally desire, baby.
Wow. Good to see you again.
Well, thank you. I spent literally 3 weeks in the cargo hold of a Spirit Airlines jet because they never dropped me off.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not. You requested it.
I did not.
$4 cheaper.
I did not request
Literally $4 cheaper. And you said, keep him in the cargo hold, in parentheses.
I did not.
He's just an
No.
anthropomorphic piece of wood.
I would not say that.
An laughing emoji. You literally drew a laughing emoji.
Okay.
Also, nice arms.
Well, thank you. I have some questions from our insiders. If you're
Why
so...
did you use air quotes, baby?
Well, because you can't.
Oh, got it. Sick burn, bro.
All right, you ready?
Always.
This one from our insider, Dale Freeman, who's here with us this evening.
I love it.
Oh.
I've been trying to join the Freemans for a long time. Oh, wait, that's Freemasons. My bad.
All right. He says, oh, world-wise, very smart, perfectly carved Tiki.
Love it.
Did I or did I not see you in an episode of Gilligan's Island? I vaguely remember the professor trying to transform you into a makeshift transistor radio.
Well, I've always been conductive. I think it was the fillings that my dentist put in a while ago. Because my chiclet teeth are so big, I can literally pick up HBO and Netflix and Tidal and Amazon Prime and all the shows streaming. I just don't have arms to change the channel. But no, I did a little bit of stunt work back in the day. So I was actually the stunt Tiki on that episode. But my friend Terrence was the talent.
Terrence
the Tiki.
He was the talent.
Yes, but when they blew it up with a stick of dynamite, that was me.
Oh, okay. That was you look great for having been a stunt Tiki.
Thanks, man. I know how to take a punch.
Yeah, well, I can see the nose has gotten punched a few times.
Yeah, that's true.
I could have been a contender.
That's
that
right.
was obviously Rob De Niro.
Here's one from Bruno Soar.
Ooh, I like that guy.
Oh, great and wise, all-powerful wooden totem.
Another word for all-powerful is knows everything. Got it.
Okay. Tell us about your parents.
The rents. Hashtag rents. Hashtag rent rant on Tiki Talk.
A rent rant. Yes.
Yeah, if you join Tiki Talk, check out hashtag rent rant. You'll hear all about it. But no, my parents were like pretty chill. My dad was an accountant. And my mom was more into theatrical art. She was a drama teacher at a local uni. That's what we call universities in TT.
A uni.
And anyways, yeah, that's where I picked up all my accents, and I learned how to be an actor.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, but from my dad, I learned like QuickBooks and like how to amortize expenses and like depreciate things. You know, like pretty much an everyday life growing up.
How do you...
Well...
Did your father have...
I learned how to do all the computations in my head because I couldn't use a calculator.
That's amazing. So you're like a savant.
Well, I'd like to think that. But to most people, I'm just a guy with no arms who can't prove what I know with a calculator.
I like, your teeth are kind of like a fingerboard. It would be almost like I could type on your teeth.
That's true. For some reason, whoever designed me left gaps in the corners. Doesn't really make sense because that's where the sands of time blow into my gullet. I can't exactly block it by closing my mouth, if you know what I mean.
I do. Here's one from Lawrence Badenai.
Canada, oh, Canada.
All right. Dear great and powerful Tiki.
Yes, I am pretty great.
With Halloween around the corner, do you have any costume plans for the holidays?
Why, obviously, I'm going to be a member of Cobra Kai from Netflix hit series Cobra Kai, following up the hit TV trilogy, or you could say quadrilogy because of the fourth movie, Karate Kid. The fourth being the next Karate Kid. Kind of took a change of the story arc, but you know what? It's all canon to me, baby. So obviously, I'd be going as...
So do you wear a gi?
Obviously, Steve. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy.
I love it.
And by strike, I mean turn on your flame, make it hot, no mercy, because that's all I can do.
Okay, here's one from John Piercy.
Go Dodgers. Los Dodgers.
Senor Turkey. Nope. Senor Tiki.
I think you had it right the first time, Steve. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. I've got some great recipes to share with you all.
Senor Turkey. Do you like tacos, burritos, and sopas?
Well, I gotta say, I'm a man for burritos because I feel when it comes to just square inches of food, burritos hold the most. In fact, I was at this men's retreat at Lake Nacimiento a little while ago, and the tortillas they had were so big, it would take 3 to 4 hands to roll it. I didn't have any hands at all, but the people around me were crushing it.
Did they give you one?
They did.
Oh, wonderful.
It was pretty amazing. But yeah, I'd have to say burritos in that case.
I like that. Here's one from Rye Steven.
All right. But it's got to have guac. I got to have that guac and that habanero sauce, am I right?
That's right. Do you like cilantro in your?
Ooh, I love cilantro.
Yeah, there you go. Or cilantro.
Cilantro.
Here's one from Rye Stephen.
All right.
Oh, wonderful log.
That's it? No more accolades?
Where did you leave your winter gloves?
Well, my winter gloves I left on the arms that I never had because I never had winter gloves. So I get it. You boined me.
Well, that was Rye Stephen.
Well,
Sheila
your
Michaels.
first name is Stephen with a PH, so I hold you accountable.
No. Sheila.
It's pronounced Sile.
No, Sheila Machella.
There it is.
What did you do on your extra September Thursdays?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I sat in a cargo hold of a Spirit Airlines literally for 3 weeks. I flew to Cleveland and Phoenix and Toronto and LA and Philadelphia and LaGuardia and then JFK, but then Newark, and it's like, why 3 airports in the tri-state area? And it was like, come on, man, at least take me to Jersey, at least take me to Delaware. But no, then I went to Albuquerque, then I went to Dallas, then I went to Plano, then I went to OKC, which is Oklahoma City, then I went to Missouri City, and then I went to Jacksonville, and it was like, come on, guys, just drop me off in Tahiti. But literally, Steve saved $4 on the flight if I just stayed in the cargo hold. So I hope your 2 tacos from Jack in the Box were worth it.
I'm sorry about all that. That was a complete misunderstanding.
Literally, Steubenville
of logistics
for 4 hours.
Kent Docks has one for you. Oh, wise and uncomfortably imposing Tiki.
Thank you. I am imposing.
How many pets do you have?
Well, in the left gap of my mouth, a gerbil lives. It's made a small nest inside my mouth. And on the right side, a family of vipers has laid to rest their babies. And so there's about 1,000 snake eggs in my mouth. And hopefully they can control their venom when they're born because pit vipers are pretty cray-cray.
Wow. That's just remarkable. I had
no idea. The bummer is Spirit Airlines makes me get a separate seat for each of them. And I'm like, can you bill it to the company? I'm in the cargo hold. And they're like, yeah. Well, it says in air quotes, first class. Ha-ha emoji. But we're going to charge you first class, even though at Spirit Airlines, we don't even have first class. So joke's on you. If you can sign this piece of paper, we'll make it all go away. And I can't because I don't have arms. So I just have to take it.
Oh, no. Tell them to sign for you. You can do that if you have a disability. It's something
or during COVID, but they're like, oh, sorry, you're breaking up. And I'm like, how am I breaking up? I'm 2 feet in front of you. We're not even on the phone. And they're like, nah, it's an internet thing. We're not 5G yet and our modem's old. And I'm like, no, this isn't even a modem. And they're like, because of our face shields, we can't really hear you. And I'm like, no, but you're not even wearing it. I'm going to report you. And they're like, you can't report me. You can't even type the form to report Delta. And I'm like, foiled again.
Oh, my gosh.
Steve, it's a big ordeal.
It is.
So I hope it was worth your $4.
Hey, again, I apologize. It's logistics. I'm not very good at logistics. Tony Borders has one for you. Are you still planning on starting a site called Tiki Talk?
Okay, here's the deal, Steve. I literally have 10,000 pending requests, pending confirmation to join Tiki Talk.
Excellent. I'm one of them.
The problem is when I met with the developers, #devs, to design the site, we set it up so that each person had to be admitted by the admin. I'm the de facto admin.
Of course.
The problem is I don't have arms. I can't hit the admit button. So 10 million people are waiting in the queue to join Tiki Talk. Literally, it'd be the biggest IPO in internet history. We'd make like billions of dollars. And the problem is I can't hit admit. So everyone is just pending. So right now, Tiki Talk is me with one video. And it was the video that I thought I had turned on, but I turned off. So then I stopped it, and I actually turned my camera on. So it's just 15 seconds of me going, wait, is this on? No, I already filmed it. What?
Well, why don't you make Tony Borders an admin?
All right, T-Boards. I hereby declare you.
That doesn't work like that.
I declare you're an admin.
That's not how it works.
No, Mark Zuckerberg heard. He's listening to us.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay, good. Good thing it's on Monday. All right. Bob Boris has one for you. Oh, can you do an impression of Marlon Brando?
Bob Boris. He's a good guy.
Good old Bob.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, man, I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. Like, come on, man, join the fam, bro. Come on, join the fam. Join the streetcar named Desire.
That sounds just like Marlon Brando.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me a streetcar named Desire.
How about Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi from movies like...
You're correcting
Con
my friends.
Air or Boardwalk Empire. All right.
Yeah.
Well, hello there. I'm totally suave Steve Buscemi. I'm not a character actor. I'm a main actor, obviously, because of my golden voice. Put me in the lead role, not as the funny sidekick.
Oh, that's good. Joe Pesci?
Hey, guys. What a guy's got to do to get a cup of coffee around here? I'm Joe Pesci. Hey, you call yourself a lethal weapon? Look at this. Hits chest. I'm a lethal weapon.
Okay. That's, I can only say, Brad Garrett. How about Brad Garrett?
Hey, Raymond! What's going on, Raymond? My brother Raymond!
You're like the little guy and I'm the big guy. Come on. Dad likes me more.
And the last one, Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, the famous British comedian.
All right. Hey, guys, this is Ricky Gervais.
No,
I'm
that's
like a
Matthew
huge
McConaughey.
fan of The American Office.
That's Matthew
All
McConaughey.
right. Ricky Gervais here.
Fantastic.
Ricky Gervais.
That's great.
Totally shocking British comedian.
Ryan's coming.
Oh, that loser. Probably didn't even do his
Can you
chores.
do him? Do him real quick.
Oh, hey, man, I didn't comb my hair today. I'm just going to wear another beanie. Hey, bro, are the waves sick? Oh, bro, I released like a bunch of songs on Spotify. Totally follow me. Hey, man, HBO's got this new series, The Last Dragon. It's based on House Targaryen from Game of Thrones. It's going to be so sick.
Oh, my gosh, that's so perfect.
All right, later, Steve. I'm on first class.
This has been another episode of Ask the Tiki.
All right.
Hey, Steve Petra. How's it going, bro?
Wrong Steve.
Oh, Steve Axtell. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, still doing your chores, I see. So how did it go?
Hey, I did everything on my list, man. In fact, I'm going to give you my list. Read down the list, and I'll tell you if I did it.
No,
okay?
Go ahead. You read me back the list that you
I'm
wrote.
give it
Because
to
you wrote it down. So
well, but my camera's reversed, so if I show it to you...
No, just say it. Just read it.
Hold on. You can show it to the camera.
You can
go down the list. Let's see here. These are the things I wrote down. Okay. Go down the list for me.
Pass the red barn.
So Netflix.
Go to the green barn.
Hold on.
Go
Netflix.
Past it.
I'm
to
currently
the blue barn.
finishing The Walking Dead. Okay, next.
Take a shovel.
Okay, HBO. Gosh, where do I start? There's a lot of stuff going on there, but I'm checking out House of Dragons. I love the director.
And
I love the
shovel
showrunner.
the ground.
Oh, speaking of shovels, Ted Lasso. Third on the list, an amazing show. Don't sleep on it. Jason Sudeikis from SNL. That's an amazing one on Apple TV Plus. You can get a free subscription for a while, so check it out. What else you got there, Steve? Steve, I did the list. You're always like, do the list. Hey, man, do the list.
You didn't do the list.
I did. Pick it up. What else is on there?
That's not my list.
Pick it up.
So when I was reading things to you, like we need to move the animals from the green barn into the blue barn, you didn't.
Right. No, that was your list. I did my list. Hold up the list. I did it. 100%.
This is not my list. This is your list.
Okay, what's next after Hulu? Well, 9 Perfect Strangers, obviously. And also the Wu-Tang saga. I'm really enjoying that. I'm a big RZA fan. And lastly, SNL/comedy. We can all argue that past seasons of SNL are maybe better than others. I was bummed that Beck Bennett didn't come back, but you know what? There's still some great cast members. So, okay. Well, Steve, you do your list. I'll do my list. All I can say is I watched all of those things while looking for the blue barn. The problem is you just said go to the blue barn. You didn't even drop a pin.
What am I going to do with this guy,
or give
folks?
me an address. So how am I supposed to know
Suggestions.
where it's at?
I need some suggestions. How do I deal with this insubordination?
Well, I
that
feel
get
like
from...
if I'm supposed to go somewhere, you gotta drop a pin, bro.
Dude, man.
How am I supposed to know? Also, I think you ripped up my show note.
Okay, well, I'll be reading them to you.
The extracts.
I happen to have up here.
All right.
Anywho, well, we have a lot of great friends, and one of our great friends is Dan Sachoff. And Dan is an actor who has come out, had lunch with us, and he got our first Biden puppet, if you recall.
That's right.
Remember the Biden? The very first one. And we got to see some of the videos of him first before he comes on as our special guest, right?
Well, the videos are baked into it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and watch him then.
Want to take a look?
Dan!
So Dan is a fun guy to follow on social media.
I got to take these off.
So I put a couple of his videos.
I think I have to put my other hat on for this.
In there. All right, let's check it out.
Now
Dan
I'm ready.
Sachoff.
Now. Oh my gosh, Dan Sachoff. How
Steve
are you?
Axtell, what's happening?
I tell you, man, we are excited to have you aboard because we need you.
Oh, sure. Sure you do, Steve.
Yeah.
You mean like you need a hole in the head.
We got to figure this out. We got to figure this acting thing out with our ventriloquism. And you are the right man for the job.
If you figure it out, let me know the answer because it's always evolving. That's the thing. When I lectured this year at Vent Haven, I said, look, I don't have it all figured out because any creative endeavor, which you know, in any art, I mean, you're never there. You're always finding, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, go back to the beginning because I know you're an actor as well as ventriloquist, and you're excellent at both. People just absolutely love your work.
Thank you.
And we see you all over on television. The other night, Ryan and I were in a sports bar, and there you were with your long microphone doing a really funny game show host character with.
There you go.
Yeah.
It was my best Gene Rayburn with the skinny mic. I tried to buy it from Props, and they wouldn't sell it to me. I tried to buy my suit, too, my powder blue leisure suit, and they wouldn't sell me that either.
Oh, man.
Curses.
Probably have it earmarked for you, though.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, you know, I always wanted to be an actor even before I knew what that was. As a kid, they would ask me in school, what do you want to do? And I'd never been in a play or anything. I said, I want to be an actor. I don't know where that came from. I think there are just certain things that certain people are meant to do, and whether or not you do it well or not, but it's always been a passion. But I also always loved puppets. You know, Mr. Rogers was a huge influence for me, and Sesame Street, and Willie Tyler and Lester and Edgar Bergen, of course, and Aaron and Freddie, and all the people in the 70s, Jay Johnson that I grew up with watching in the 70s doing puppetry and everything. But yeah, it's kind of fun to combine those things because as a performer, I think the more grounded and real, even though you can be heightened and big, certainly, but the more authentic your performance is, whether it's something you're doing with another person or in ventriloquism, you're basically doing a scene with yourself. That's one of the things I gravitated to because you can do a monologue, but it's more fun when you've got somebody there and you're actually playing with somebody. And when that Sammy King talks about that bifurcation, you know, when you really create two distinct characters, when that really happens, and it doesn't always happen. Sometimes you know how to fake it well, but in those moments, like you used to do the magic moment thing at the convention, remember that? Yeah. And so when those magic moments happen, oh my gosh, that's gold. You know, it doesn't always happen, but you try to find the highest percentage way to make it happen more often than not, if you can.
Were you a ventriloquist before you were an actor, or?
No, I loved it when I was a kid. I think Edgar Bergen was the first person I ever saw do it in all the old reruns and everything. But I did start acting and doing musical theater and things like that. And then I would dabble with ventriloquism on and off. And then I gave it up for a long time. And I didn't pick it up again until a few years ago. I actually did it for church and started doing it. My kids were like, hey, it'd be fun if you did this. So I did an online course, Tom Crowell's Learn Ventriloquism course. And it was that's when it was fun because I'd already been an actor. And so then I could kind of invest some of the things I'd learned or try to with, you know, there's so many things you got to learn, like technique and everything. But some of the best people that I've seen, Bergen's a great example, like not the best technical ventriloquist in the world, but he created characters that were alive. And that's the illusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can get too caught up. I mean, you want to do the best you can in every part of it, but if I had to give something up, it would be the technique, and then try to be somebody like a Johnny Main, who, you know, every tape I've ever seen of that guy, like these characters just pop and they come alive, and I could care less if he's moving his mouth or not.
Oh, yeah. He was just great all the way around, Johnny.
Yeah.
Our main man.
Yeah. Man.
Well, so what are some basic principles of acting that we all could apply that we maybe aren't aware of?
You know, one of the things that, and it sounds really simple, but I have to keep reminding myself of, and when I talk to people about acting, whether it's college students or high school kids, and they, you know, we're kind of talking about what that is. It's reacting. You know, you'll hear that, and it kind of sounds played out, but good acting is reacting.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest thing, is really listening and reacting. For me, my acting, or my insights into acting, got better, I think, after I'd gotten out of school and I started studying improv at the Groundlings in LA.
Okay. Because
in improv, you have to listen. So as actors, we tend to be narcissistic. We tend to be, as performers in general, it's like, look at me. And that's fine. You got to have that. Got to have a healthy dose of that. You got to keep it in check. But it's always like, okay, I'm reading this, and your line. Now it's my line. I'm going to say, you know, but the real acting happens in between the lines. So when you're doing a scene with somebody, it's being a good active listener. Same thing with ventriloquism. So when you're doing and again, you do it so many times because you're learning the lines, and it can become rote, but as much as you can, you have to be really listening. And so I think when you're really listening as the straight man, if you will, you know, and you're having real reactions rather than, you know, Jimmy, what's the shape of the earth? You know, but you're not really engaged with your puppet. But when you're really listening, part of it too is looking at what people do when they're in a scene together. What do people do? Observing people. When they listen, sometimes they're doing this, or they're listening, or they're looking right at you, or they're, you know. So it's part of that is just, you're not even faking those reactions to your puppet. So it's not just deer in the headlights, like, hello, Johnny, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Okay, sir. Our first question today is from Adam Shuck from Phoenix, Arizona. And Adam wants to know how you plan to fix our healthcare system.
Oh, all right. Look, here's the deal, folks. Look, folks. When I was a boy, man, look, here's the deal. Submarine cost a nickel now, right? Not the submarine, the underground, the taxi, the subway. That's it, yeah, the subway, man. You know the thing. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, look, my dad had come home, you know what I mean, with lunchbox in one hand and a six-pack in the other, and he'd say, Joey, someday you're gonna find little green men at the end of the rainbow. And then this little green guy, see, he's gonna grant you a wish. That's why winners never quit, man. Yeah. I'll never forget that, you know what I mean, Jack?
There are two things that impress the ladies. Mullets and mustaches. Oh, and puppets. Isn't that right, Dick?
I'm not even reeling it in there for you.
Gosh, that is so good. So with that, you know, what's interesting is you were acting to what you were listening to, and you were responding, but so was the puppet when you were talking. The characters always are listening too, and that's so important. They're not just standing there like this while you're talking, they're listening to you. And that both of them are, and you're acting through yourself and through the puppet.
Sure. Yeah, no, and that's, you know that better than anybody. That's always having that life, and that becomes a challenge. Like, I'll see people who are posting stuff who are just starting out, and I did the same thing and still do that. Like, if I watch a lot of tapes back, sometimes I will see that there is not, and it doesn't have to be a lot. You don't have to be doing the eyebrows or winkers or whatever. Sometimes it can be just a rotation of your arm a little bit. Like I'll do that with a kid. Like, you know, who's great at that is Dale Brown. Dale Brown with Chip. Chip always is either like, I love to steal from the best. And as I watch people do things, like I had a character that I did blinks the way Dale will, because Chip has this great blinking, just like we would blink. You know, it's random. It's not robotic. And it's just a little blink or a little movement of the body sometimes, if he's just looking around and doing this, just like you would do it. And that's one of the things I said in the lecture, is sometimes it helps to act out your character. This is something I do. And again, like, I'll throw this out there. If this is crazy for somebody and it doesn't work for you, take what you like and leave the rest. But for me, like, I have this redneck character that Tyler Ellis built for me. He has a mullet and he's kind of inspired by the Tiger King.
Yeah.
And so when I was working that character out, his name's Buck Dixie. And so I would just be Buck. I'd stand in the mirror and I'd write something. But, well, I don't know. Hey, let me ask you something. Does that smell funny to you? You know, and so if you can just, like, because I'm trying to get a handle on who this guy is, you know what I mean? And for me, it starts in the eyes. And so he's one of them guys that the eyes are a little bit dead, you know what I mean? There's not a lot going on, so you kind of deaden your eyes a little bit. So, but as I do that, then when you pick up the character and you're doing an event thing with it, you kind of have already embodied that character a little bit. And again, this is nothing you're going to do on stage necessarily, although that was one of the things I talked about in the lecture, is who's to say you can't be a character too? Sometimes you can both be a character.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you have a puppet with you?
No, Steve, I sold all my puppets.
Oh,
no, I did, of course. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, my kids would freak out.
Oh,
this is Claude Hightower, and this is one of the characters that I talked about in the lecture, because one of the things that happened is during the pandemic, there was what are you going on about? Jeez, I'm talking to Steve. Oh, Steve, like that thing means something to me. Steve Axtell. Oh yeah, Steve Axtell. He's a big deal. I love it. He's got the last dollar he ever made. No, he doesn't. Act like he's a miser or something. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, continue.
What a great character. Wow.
Hey. Yeah, so this is Claude Hightower. And so I got a chance to audition for a reality show during the lockdown because there was nothing else going on. And so these people found me online and they said, hey, will you audition? And so I auditioned with Claude, and it was a reality show. I think they shot the pilot. I don't know if they ever shot the pilot, but anyway, part of the process was I had to audition with him, and it's Big Brother meets Sesame Street kind of thing. So you would be in a house, but the thing is, I would have never been seen. It would have just been Claude, which was fine. I thought that was an interesting concept, but I was like, okay, I got to do something that's going to make him stand out. So I made him very antagonistic. He would have been the Omarosa, if you will, for this whole thing. And I said stuff that I knew was going to provoke him. It was it was an LA producer and casting director. And so I had him, talked about Fox News and how I didn't need any of their liberal BS or whatever, you know what I mean? You guys are scared to put me on TV, you know? And so he just provoked them. Well, sure enough, they loved that because that's what you want in a reality show. You want somebody who's going to throw bombs.
Conflict, yeah.
And that's who Claude is. And so anyway, we did several auditions, but before the last one, they did something that was awesome. They sent me this questionnaire. It was like 4 pages long of like, what did you do as the character, what did you do when you were a younger person? What are you passionate about? If you could do anything in the world, what would you do? And it's basically like a character bio, but it was really in depth, and it was generated by people who do reality shows for a living, trying to build real people into characters. And so I filled the whole thing out because each interview was like a half hour long. And so I would kind of sit off, and it would be Claude just talking to the producers for a half hour. And I was exhausted by the end, but because I had done that work, I knew Claude better than almost any puppet that I have. And some of the questions were things like so I would infuse him with things that were me, and sometimes people I knew, like my dad, like he has all kinds of sayings now that, if I ask Claude something, Claude, where do you do your banking? Why don't you get in the mining business and mind your own business, huh? So that's something my dad used to say all the time, He'd say, you want a dick? Yeah, I'll bet. Money, marbles, or chalk. Dog turds to donuts, hold the steaks in your mouth. You know what I mean? I have no idea what that means, but it's something my dad used to say. Buy American, the job you save may be your own, huh? So anyway, like he has these responses that I kind of know because it's based on people that I know.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things too, I think, in terms of acting for any kind of ventriloquism, the better you know the character, then you can respond in any given situation, I think, better,
Yeah, it flows. Uh, you have a character already in there, you know his background, you know what he likes and dislikes, and it just comes out. Boy, the better you can do that and tie it to that puppet, the stronger it's going to be as a performance for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any tips? Are there things that you do when a character is talking, when you have to think about what they're talking about, when you're ad-libbing, for example? Is there something that you do with your face, or is there a certain place you go when you're watching, or are you always dynamically reacting and listening in a different facial expression for every situation?
So I'm not great at that. There are people who are better with, like, they'll smile. They would, like, my technical positions sometimes end up, especially with Claude, because where I have to place him, I do this resonance thing in my cheeks. So but I do that some. But what I do is I try to mix it up between just a pure technical thing, between looking at him, and then especially for stage, like for camera, then you can play to camera, or you can even be looking around a little bit, and then they'll call you. You can do a double take or whatever. But sometimes that's pure technique. But the more often I can actually be tied to what they're saying, and really reacting, like with Claude, if he's telling me something.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Show off now, big shot. Yeah, go ahead. Make it real. See, you're dead.
No, yeah. So I will look at him sometimes, and then if he says something ridiculous,
I never say anything ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
I love it.
Yeah, so I think it just becomes kind of mixing and matching, and as much as you can to always be connected to them. Ken Groves does a really cool thing called Talking the Room, where he will take his puppet, and this has just been practice at home, but he will go around the room, and you see, there's the computer monitor there, and the character will just start talking, and they talk back and forth, just improvising. And you're not trying to be funny. You're literally talking about the things you see, and you're going back and forth. And if you do that for 10 or 15 minutes, even 10, 15 minutes a week, you will notice all of a sudden you start really getting a character, and the improv flows, and also then the technique of listening, giving and taking, reacting, kind of looking around, or if you're watching TV, even doing it. And that's one of the things. It's almost like doing improv with yourself.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a weird thing, but I brought that up in the lecture because when I started doing that, because Tom had it in his course and something that Ken did, it really helped me. And the more you do that with each character, then you get to know them better.
Got it. Okay. A subtle thing that I've noticed with acting, that I'm not a trained actor by any means. I haven't had any classes whatsoever, but I notice things, and maybe you can identify what this is. But it's like in animation, there's a squish and a stretch when a character is bouncing. A ball bounces, it squishes before it stretches.
Yeah.
With acting, it seems like I've noticed when you're going to go into an expression where a character disappoints you or shocks you, you might start with a smile, and then they say it, and then your expression is the opposite of that. You anticipate it with something.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, and that it can either be extreme, or it's one of those things where you're happy and you're listening, and then it just, as it dawns on you, just like you would when you're really listening to something. It fades, and it kind of, absolutely, all those kind of things. And that's a very technical approach that is good, because the more you kind of train the muscle memory with that kind of stuff, and as you break your script down and say, okay, what would my reaction be here? And also just for the shtick factor, sometimes, and then it's one of the little rascals kind of, things like that. I mean, you can do the whole spectrum of things with that, and I think that's really good to kind of train yourself in who you are. How would you naturally react to whatever a character's saying?
Yeah. And a great study of that would be to watch famous couple comedians interact, Lucy and Desi, or any of them.
Abbott and Costello. I mean, I think any of the greats, somebody that I started watching again recently, this really old series called Ma and Pa Kettle. And it was, Percy Kilbride and I can't remember her name, but they were, backwoods kind of precursors to the Clampetts, if you will. And it just, again, it's this great because they're such defined characters. She's a big guy, kind of like that. And he's very quiet, Ma, I don't know, Yeah, I think watching people who really have extreme characters but remain grounded, that's the thing. There's a lot of people, like if you look at what Molly Shannon does and used to do on SNL, or Will Ferrell, they make big choices, but they're still grounded. And whether it's you or the puppet, you can make big choices, but it has to be grounded in something, either something something that has a reality to it. So then it doesn't matter how big it is. You can go really big and broad, but it still has to be,
Right. Would you have any tips on how to stay dual-minded when you're acting and when you're acting for another character? How do you keep that duality?
Yeah, I think it's probably different for everybody. For me, the biggest thing is really knowing. I have to really know my dialogue cold, especially if I'm doing a scene or I'm doing like when I do stand up or something. I have to know it so well and have done it so much that muscle memory builds up, that then the two characters are kind of baked in, you know what I mean? And then when you do improvise or something, you've done it so many times, I think it's the repetition for me.
Okay.
When I have a new character, like I've got some characters that I'm working on, and they would be, that unless I'm starting and stopping in a camera situation where I'm shooting a scene, if I'm trying to do that on stage, it's a whole different muscle. So again, it's knowing both sides of it completely cold. And I think having done it a lot, like I've spent so much time with Claude, like he's usually kind of my go-to because I'm just comfortable with him. And I think that's that 10,000 hours thing of just like constantly, like when I used to play basketball and I would go to the Denver Nuggets basketball camp, and Larry Brown, who was the coach of the Nuggets at the time, he would say something. He said, the guys who were really good in basketball where I grew up in New Jersey, they carried a basketball with them all the time. They just, because they knew the feel of it. They would be dribbling it, they held it. You just knew it, and it became an extension of you. And I think that's a big part of it too with a character like Willie Tyler said something at the convention. It was interesting. Somebody said, have you ever done any other characters? It's always just Lester, and he's great, but have you ever wanted to? And he said, I thought about it, and for a second, but he says, I kind of invested everything into all that extra time I invested into Lester. And it shows when you watch what he does, like he put it all into that. So, I mean, there's no right or wrong, but I'm just saying, I think there's something to be said for that. Cause sometimes I will look at the stuff I'm doing and I'm like, I think I've overreached there. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think there's something to be said for like really perfecting and honing one or two characters, I don't know.
Well, we just saw your clip with President Biden, and it's just great stuff. And with that character, when you first got him, what was your process on learning his voice? Let's say.
Yeah, so for me, the way I learn a voice usually is I will watch the person, but very often what helps me even more, and this is cheating, but it's just what helps me. I will watch somebody else's impression of it.
Yeah.
Because there's a guy named Kyle Dunnigan who has a really funny sketch show online, and he does this face swapping stuff. And he was my key to Biden because I had listened to Biden a lot, and I had a version of Biden in my head. And again, an impression doesn't have to be dead on. Right. Will Ferrell, when he did George W. Bush, was not the best Bush impression, but he captured something about him.
Yes, it was amazing.
And it was really great, but it wasn't necessarily a dead-on Rich Little kind of impression. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so for Biden, once I heard Kyle Dunnigan do it, because Kyle does this thing where, because sometimes Biden will be, come on, man, what are you talking? But then all of a sudden he's down here. Like, man, I'm the president guy. You know what I mean? And it's when I heard Dunnigan do that, where he would do the high and the low. I was like, oh, and also Dana Carvey does. Now, Carvey doesn't do the, come on, man. He doesn't do the higher version. He does the, hey man, come on, I'm the president guy. It's gonna be okay. So that's kind of when I hear somebody else, then I kind of hear the key to it there. And so that's what helped me. And then also just I'm not trying to, like, especially with a presidential character, I'm not trying to be intentionally offensive with him. And I realize that there's, we're in such a divided time right now. It gets to be difficult. But I remember a day when I would watch Carson or whoever doing late night, and that was just kind of commentary that you did, and you had fun, not at somebody's expense per se, but they're a public figure, and it was just part of enjoying comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. It's great. It's great to be able to impersonate a presidential puppet.
And so I try to keep it intentionally out of the political realm, but just kind of in quirky persona things that he has, which everybody has. But one of the things that's great is like your character, like I had tried it with another character that somebody had made during the pandemic. And it just, the puppet didn't work, because ultimately with something like that, if there's something in the sculpt and in the creation of that if it isn't right, no matter what you do, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And the way you got his that kind of mouth thing on him, and plus the eyes, you put them just a hint cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Just a tad. And that gives it this great whimsical kind of, then you can get see the eyes, it's those eyes, they're set just a little bit close together, and that was a hook for me, because when I looked at him, I remember when I sat on the couch there and I looked into the eyes and I started laughing.
Well, yeah, absolutely. It's great also to take a character that's so well known, and when you do an impersonation that even comes somewhat close, everybody laughs. And then when you really nail it, it's magical. Yeah.
And if you could do something absurd with it, that's what I'm trying to do now, is just like things that are way out of the realm of like anything, again, not political commentary. Like I'm getting ready to shoot a thing called Accidental FaceTime with Joe Biden, where he, accidentally calls people on FaceTime. And again, it's just like, hey, it's as if my grandpa doesn't know how to work FaceTime. You know what I mean? It's nothing that is unique to him. A lot of people, like I'm the same way. I got to ask my kids how to use whatever technology it is,
Oh, that's wonderful. Well,
but I love that character. You just knocked it out of the park with him, because
thank you. Well, having it in your hands and watching you perform with you got the very first one.
Was that the first one?
Yeah, the very first one. And that's just, it's wonderful. And that's where we first met in person. We'd been friends online, but
sure.
Really fun to hang with you that day and to kind of learn about your process and what you're doing as an actor and how it interacts with ventriloquism. It's just fascinating. Any thoughts you want to leave with us?
One thing that I kind of ended the lecture with at Vent Haven was something Alan Cummings, who's a British actor, been in tons of things. He was he really an amazing actor, and the British, I think, have a really great take on acting, because I think a lot of times Americans, because of different methods, different processes, it becomes this really heady, like I got my process and everything. And Alan Cummings, I played this video that's on YouTube. I can send you the link for it if you ever want to. It's useful for all performing, but especially for actors. He says, I don't have a process. I'm not a cheese. And it's just like he talks about just having fun, like when you're a kid on the playground. You're pretending. And ultimately, I think we can clutter it and make it very complicated. At the end of the day, whether it's puppets, whether it's yourself, whether it's working with a puppet, you're pretending, you're having fun, you're pretending to be somebody else. And I think as long as you keep it fun, and it's not an oppressive process that, I have to do this and I'll never be able to do this because it takes too much emotional. It's like, no, just play, just have fun. And I think that's what I would leave people with. Because sometimes people, they want to examine their process so much. And it's like, no, just pretend to be somebody else and mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple.
Oh, it's really fun. And you know what? You can't have any more fun than trying to do that with puppets. So
exactly.
It's that much easier. Well, thank you, Dan. I appreciate
you
stopping by. And we'll be watching for you on your next commercial, because I know it's in the works.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right. Take care.
See ya.
Hey, what do you know, Joe? What are you planning, Dan?
I tell you, man, you got to be paying attention when that guy talks.
Come on,
some good stuff here.
Steve, Dan Sachoff, he's on Instagram as @Ventriloquist. Okay, there it is right there. Give him a follow. He's got funny videos galore. Ventriloquist. You can also search for Dan Sachoff, and that'll pop up. And he's on TikTok as Dan Sachoff.
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 No. Sorry, Dan. We're botching it, man. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, listen.
Yeah, Steve.
Ventriloquist.
Yep.
Ventriloquist. A word that I can spell.
But yeah, if you search his name, DAN
SACHOFF.
Nailed it. Don't
Ryan.
spell it like I did. Super fun guy. Had a blast visiting with him a little while back. Got the first Biden. And yeah. Was in the groundlings, guys. Big deal. Boom. Stashes. You know what girls like? You know what I like about that little video he did is the subtle nods at the end. Just like.
Yeah, it's good. Mine were not so subtle.
If you thought Ventriloquist was hard enough, check out Ventriloquist.
All right, very good. Well, we have been super busy. We're getting ready to launch Variety Coach, right?
That's right.
And we've got some really good stuff in the works for it.
We have several courses in the works. Obviously, you've heard about some of them from like Peter, from Niels Dunkirk, from Steve Petra, from
Jay Johnson,
from Sean McMaster. But
Magic.
Also, we have a new friend to add to this, bubble artist extraordinaire. I'm going to cover Steve, obviously.
Yeah.
Brett Roberts, the magic of bubbles. This guy, this past weekend, he had 5 shows.
Isn't that something?
He puts his money where his mouth is.
He is really working hard.
He is at the head of the game with bubbles. And the cool thing is he's putting together a course that walks you through what bubble formulas to use, ways to get kids involved, how to set up a show, ways to keep it full of variety. And also how to do some really big tricks, because that's one thing that Brett is known for, but also just he breaks it down all the way to how to incorporate bubbles into a show.
That's exactly right. And his name is spelled Roberts.
Sorry, Steve, I can't hear you because I can't see you.
Nailed it.
Anyways,
Sorry,
go to
Dan.
varietycoach.com. You can join our mailing list, and as soon as these courses go live, you'll be getting an alert. And yeah, glad to have Brett Roberts and his content in the Variety Coach family.
Absolutely fantastic.
All right, Steve,
well,
are we doing a giveaway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm about to pull the list of sharers together. If you haven't shared this video yet, share it right now.
It's
because
coming up.
We're giving away 2 extracts, the Christmas Dinky Elf Sing-Along
and
the brand new Dinky Elf that's not even on the website. It's the Birthday Elf extracts. We're going to demo it in just a second.
We are?
We are. We just finished
We just wrote it.
And we're going to demo it, but we're giving it away tonight. A copy of this. 2 extracts for free. All you got to do is share this video. So,
wow.
Steve, I'm going to get my list together.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to grab the script.
You grab the script. Now, and you're going to help me identify the winner. I'm going to pull up my list, and you're going to tell me
we're going to pick them
stop.
first, and then we're going to demo it?
Yeah,
okay.
let's pick.
Right. Yep.
Let's pick the winners first,
right.
Okay? I think that's fair.
Okay.
All right, let's see here.
All right, he is pulling up all of the sharers. So if you shared it tonight, your name will be in this list. He's able to gather the people that shared it into a list, and then he's going to scroll up and down, and then I'll tell him to stop.
We got 38 shares.
All right. 38 lucky people, but you have to be here. And right now, it looks as if we have, let me see, 25 people here. So there will be some people that may be called that are not here right now.
That's right. All right, let me load.
Thank you, Sheila, for sharing. And Harry Stedman says, good luck, everyone. Or as Ryan would say, he says, good luck, everyone.
I wouldn't say that.
Harry Stedman. That's what
Harry
you say.
Potter. I never say that.
Every time I say his name, you say,
oh, yellow Harry.
Harry.
It's not offensive, Steve.
No, it's not. Well, that's just a Cockney.
It's endearing.
That's
and it's spot on.
Spot on. It's spot on.
Right. Okay, let's see. I'm going back.
I'm from Liverpool.
I'm Cockney.
I love one of my favorite sketches is oh my gosh, who does Church Lady?
Oh, and Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey when he does Paul McCartney describing the current world to John Lennon.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And it's just the funniest.
That is hilarious.
All right, I think I got everybody.
Speaking of Paul McCartney, you did a great Christmas cover of his.
I did. I did a version of Wonderful Christmas Time. And I
really
have a new one
good.
coming out.
What?
Yep.
You have a new one coming out.
I got 3 songs coming out.
Oh gosh, tell us about
Number
that.
1, my band, my new band Bertona, has a song coming out end of this month, the last Friday this month, October 29th. Our first single.
It's a new band, and you already have a song coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So find us, Bertona, Bertona,
Okay.
on whatever platform you listen to music.
Spotify.
And Spotify would be great. And you'll be hearing that tune. And then also Ryan Axtell, my solo singer-songwriter page, has a version of Hark the Herald that you've heard.
Oh,
and that's coming
that
out
is good.
Friday after Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And then my band Common Courier, that does a lot of church music, has a version of Silent Night that'll be coming out when we
Nice.
finish recording it, which is this weekend.
This weekend you're going to finish?
We got to finish.
Fantastic.
We need to finish it to stay on
I
deadline.
love your music, man.
Thanks, man.
And it's certainly play it at our house, especially around the holidays.
I appreciate that, man.
Lots
We got
of
a lot
stuff.
of Common
All right.
Courier has a lot of Christmas songs.
Why
out.
don't you give away one of your CDs instead?
Ooh.
Or a download or something on maybe next time, or maybe an additional one tonight. Ooh.
Good idea.
Okay.
All right. I'm pulling up the list. Mike Guthrie, I see you on the list.
This is
Anthony
for
Hughes.
2 axe tracks.
That's right.
These are whole routines for the Dinky Elf.
And remember, you have
one's
to be
Christmas
present.
and one's a birthday.
You have to be present to win. If I call your name, let me know in the comments so that I can acknowledge you.
All right.
And hook you up, as the kids say. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, close your eyes and scroll up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Angelo Rossi.
All right. Angelo Rossi, are you here?
Are you
must
here?
be
I don't think Angelo's won before.
I don't know. Angelo, are you here? You've got to be here to win.
Where you at, Angelo?
All right.
He shared it about...
Just say, yes, I'm here.
He shared it about an hour ago.
Or say yes. Or
say,
don't
yeah.
say yes, and we'll know you're not here.
All right.
Does anybody see a comment from Angelo Rossi?
I'll have to go down the list.
Oh my goodness. Let's give him 10 seconds. Angelo. 10.
Angelo and the
9,
Cheats.
8, 7, 6.
I may have to go back. Oh, I was hoping he'd win. He hasn't won before.
5, 4, 3.
All right, Steve.
2.
I'm going back, man.
All right, Angelo. Sorry, buddy.
All right, buddy. Okay.
Come back.
Ready?
Yep.
Hold on.
5, 4, 3, 2, pick.
Lee Rademacher.
Lee Rademacher.
Come on, Lee. Lee's here. I believe that Lee would be here.
All right. Lee is...
we mispronounced Tony Border's name.
You said T-boards. That's why.
No, I said Angelo Rossi. It's pronounced Tony Borders.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
All right.
That's actually very good, Tony.
Are you there? Lee Aho Rademacher. Come on, Lee.
All right, there we go.
Lee is here.
Lee is here. All right. Congratulations, Lee.
All right, Lee.
All right.
You won not one, but 2 Dinky Elf Axe tracks. The Christmas sing-along that's got 3 Christmas songs produced by our good friend Greg Jackson.
Yeah.
And then you have the brand new Birthday Elf, because you got to use an elf all year round.
That's
And
right.
Birthday's elf is a thing.
We don't
And
want
we
to just be
created
a Christmas
brand
elf
new axe track
and sit in the
for that.
closet for a whole year. So we made Birthday Elf. All right. So let me get this elf, and let me show you what a birthday elf routine would be like for an axe tracks. So I'm going to keep him down here. He could be in a bag or in your case or whatever. And Ryan's going to get it queued up. I'm going to get my script out.
And here's the deal, friends. This script will be live about a half hour after this show, because we finish it, but we have to
hot off the press
upload it. But we're going to give you a demo. So if you enjoy this, and if you do birthday shows, obviously you can use a Dinky Elf. You can use other puppets to be an elf, though.
Yep.
And you could still download this routine. So we're going to demo it, and then just remember, if you're enjoying it, if you're not Lee Rademacher, who's getting it tonight as a free download, you can grab it off of thedinkies.com. I'll have it up about a half hour after this show. So.
And just remember, this is going to be as if you were in a birthday show that you were doing presenting it to a group of children.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Just pulling up. I have it on OneDrive right here. Just pulling up the MP3. All right, Steve, I should have the volume not too loud. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey, make sure to turn your speaker on.
That's okay. That's why I have a tech with me at all times. So stuff like this doesn't happen. Nice. Hey, boys and girls, listen to that. Do you hear that? That is a birthday elf. Should we invite him to your party? Yes. Okay, on the count of 3, we're going to say, welcome, birthday elf. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Welcome, birthday elf. Excellent. Good.
Hello. Thanks for inviting me.
Wow, it's a real birthday elf.
That's right. And I have a special power.
What's that?
I can pick out the birthday kid.
You can? How can you do that?
With my magical nose.
Okay.
I wonder who it is. Maybe it's you. No, let's try over here. Hey, I think I found them.
You did? Where?
Yeah, right there.
You're right. That is the birthday girl. Yeah.
I get to visit just once a year to bring you some joy and some birthday cheer. What will I do? Well, make no mistake. I'll put another candle on your birthday cake. Say yeah!
Yeah! Woohoo! Wow, you can fly.
I flew here today from a magical land because I found out there's a party planned. My big ears heard it was your special day. So come on, everybody, let's shout hooray!
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 Hooray! Hooray!
Okay, let's make this really special. Now we all need to say the magical elf words. Ready?
Okay.
Here we go. Hookadooka-booga.
Bookadooka-booga.
Chit-chit-cha-cha.
Chit-chit-cha-cha.
Boo-boo-boo-boo-boo.
Ooga-booga-boo-goo.
That was great fun. All right, I have to go now, but I hope you have an amazing birthday.
Well, thank you for coming, birthday elf. Bye.
See you all next year.
Are you okay?
I gotta be more careful. All better now.
Okay, that was our birthday elf.
Give it up for the birthday
All right.
elf.
And then you go on to your magic show or whatever you got planned for your birthday. That's fun.
The fun part about that is you could obviously use it at any point in a birthday show, but it also kind of helps set up the show. It's a way to sort of kick it off if you want. So, Lee Rademacher, you're getting a copy of that. I'll send you a download link with a script, a rehearsal track with your lines. Oh,
Steve,
struggling with elves.
Struggling with stands.
You need to make one that has a blank there.
I know, I do.
Elves.
And yeah, that'll be live on the Dinky's page on our website in just a little bit. We're gonna upload it, and yeah, it's just a fun little routine. So if you are getting the elf for Christmas, you'll have another way to use it year round.
That's right.
For birthday parties.
Fantastic.
And then obviously all things Christmas, like Mario, who just got one.
Back on the shelf, elf. Fantastic. Well, so that is a Lee Rademacher, and you're going to take care of that, right, Ryan?
I'm going to hook Lee Rademacher up with both of those axe tracks.
Get both of those. Okay.
Love
it's
it,
that
dude.
time.
What time is that, Steve? Oh my gosh, he's reaching for it. I think we're going into auctions, my friends. Woohoo! All right, he's got it. I gotta
right.
switch. What do we got today for the auction, Steve?
Well, I got a couple of lasts for you.
Okay.
Yep. We have special runs of Dinkies, and I've got 2 of them that are a last.
Whoa, Steve, you don't have a hat on, and I'm just a little bit thrown off.
You know why?
Why?
It's an auction.
Auctions didn't have hats?
They never have for 79 episodes.
I need to go back and watch them.
Of Inside Attic. Axtell's Attic.
Tell me more about Inside Attic, the show that's never existed until just now in your mind.
Also Inside Axtell. I've never had a hat on during
it's called
the auctions.
It's called Axtell's Axtell.
Never had a hat on during the auctions. So.
All right.
And thanks for noticing.
I'm always looking for the struggles.
All right, I'm just waiting for the venue to change here to auction mode. And if you don't want to, that's okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay. So, just let me know when we're changing. But this is a blue monster. Look at this little guy. Blue and orange monster. And this was an alternative color, but we are going to be sticking with the purple and green monster. And this is the last one that we have available, unless somebody special orders one, but it's not going to be available again on the website. So
that's right.
The blue monster, that's what this is right here. The blue monster. And why don't we go ahead and give them the
monster
extracts with this. Okay?
So we'll include with this monster, the Dinky Monster extract. It's got a really fun song about being scary, and then he's not actually scary.
Let's just put that there. All right. And
the last alt-colored Dinky.
What?
The last alt-colored Dinky.
That's right.
Monster.
This here. The last one. There was, check this out.
Tattoo sleeves.
Close. Now, I'm not saying you have to do this to the Dinky, but this
the
is
colors
really
kind of
match. They're kind of amazing match. Look at this. I got 2 of them, right? Look at this. Put some wires here. You could have a flying monster. Look at that. Isn't this beautiful?
That's crazy how the colors match.
Yeah, and the other side of this is yellow. This is actually supposed to be the inside of the wing, and this is the outside of the wing, but I think with this character I would make it. So one long piece of wire at the top of these 2 wings, and you would be able to create a beautiful, wow, that's cool.
I like it, man.
Okay, so you don't have to use it for this, but this is a do-yourself craft project. These are wings. This is artwork that I did, and we had a dye-sublimated printing onto fabric. And this was made for, we were going to do a video with a flapping wing on a parrot, our real macaw, our mega macaw, actually. So let me put that there, and this one here, and we'll open this up. And believe this comes with the extracts for the monster as well. And that is what song, Ryan? Could you remind us?
Spooky guy. I got a big old horns and a fiery smile.
I love it. That's it. Okay, very good.
All right, what do you want to open this up at, Steven?
Well, this is our last one.
Okay.
Let's just call it $80. Let's start with $80. He's normally 100.
More than 100.
Or more than 100, 120.
Yeah.
And now he's probably 140.
Yeah, he'll be at a premium just because the colors are hard to get.
But I mean, the monster's now at 129 or 140.
Well, I got John Piercy who said, "Not today."
All right, so
Johnny Pierce bro at 80.
This is pretty amazing. $80. Look at that guy. Look at that guy.
Monster.
And as always, if you see a bid out there that I haven't acknowledged, just let me know in the comments. We don't always see every single comment, so I want to make sure I got the highest bid up on the screen. We'll bid in as long as it's visible by 5.
That's right.
You can bid higher than $5 increments, but you just got to make sure it's,
yeah,
5, 10, 20.
can't get over these wings, the match.
I got a Mario at 85, but I got Pete Carence at 100.
One stick, just to put a stick across the two wings in the back of this thing. He's flying in for Halloween. What? What the heck? Ah! Yeah. This is great.
Pete Carence at 100. Ooh, a Mario.
Let me see if I can find. All right, you keep the scoring going. I'm going to see if I can find a stick, because I would like to put that together for you so you can see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got Mario at 110 there. Mario's got quite the Dinky collection. Actually, a lot of you guys have quite the Dinky collection.
Absolutely. So we need something that's longer than that. Yeah, we might be able to make that work as a hold it up kind of a thing.
Okay. Do you want to struggle with it real quick?
No, it's all right.
Well, because you already are, so.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this one down here, a stick. I'm just putting a stick in here. It's this hollow, just open fabric. All right. Let's do this. Something like that, okay? Now that'll be this side of it.
All right.
And I'll just do this, and I'll hold this up this way, but at the same time, I'll hold this up here, and then I'll hold this over here. Look at that. Look at that. Now that is
like a really
cool.
cute angel.
Wow, it's just powerful. Look at that. It's like something from...
He's a cute Cupid for...
He's
Happy Valentine's Day.
or this looks like what's the name of the the Greek like something from Trojans,
like a Pegasus?
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
Except he's a monster, not a horse.
And
other than that, spitting image.
Blue and orange instead of white. So got it.
Flying
All
monster.
right,
Okay, I got Mario at 110.
Wow.
I know, man.
All right. And this comes with the axe tracks, the monster axe tracks as well. And these two wings. Okay.
All right. You want to start counting it down?
So, no, I think I have to throw something else in because we're not getting the numbers up where they need to be. So let me do that.
What else you want to... Ooh, as you say that, Anthony Hughes...
Okay, Anthony.
Says 1 and 20.
Something like not today.
Anthony Hughes.
Uh-oh.
Coming in hot.
Coming hot?
At 1 and 20. Reiner coming even hotter.
Uh-oh.
At 145.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay.
45.
We're getting a baby Norman.
A baby Norm.
A baby Norm.
The bids are gonna skyrocket.
Got a little baby Norm.
It's not a swoop yet, Ari. We haven't
we
started counting down.
All right, we'll start with this. Reiner at 140.
Hold on, I got Anthony Hughes at 150.
Uh-oh, what?
Yeah, I know, dude.
All right. There he is.
Anthony Hughes. Or as his friends call him, Anthony of Hughes.
Okay. $150 to Anthony Hughes.
We are in the swoop zone.
Going
friends.
once.
Say it.
What are you pointing at? What am I pointing at? I'm pointing at nothing. This means going once.
Oh, I see. Going once.
Yeah, that's
Harry
right.
Stedman said magnets on the monster's hand, and on Norman, he could fly Norman around.
That's exactly right. Look, I'm going to pop his head through here. So he stands. Oh, not struggling with stands. No.
Steve, it's a Norm. He's like,
what if he had what if he had the wings on?
Quad wings.
Or put them up front.
All right. I think we're going twice.
And $150 to Anthony Hughes going twice.
Again, let me know in the comments if you see something
Peace,
out there
baby.
above 150. I want to make sure
Peace.
I'm not missing anybody.
Yeah. Peace, baby. Peace, baby. Yeah. Going twice.
Peace, baby.
Uh-oh. What are you doing? I have no idea what I'm doing.
Long and slow.
What am I doing? $150 going through.
Thrice.
Going 3 times to Anthony Hughes. Sold. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Anthony Hughes, my bro.
All right, Anthony Hughes. Congratulations on the last blue and orange with the 2 wings and axe tracks routine for the monster. And
I just saw Reiner's bid come in.
Baby
Reiner,
Norm.
I apologize. We already called it on our
Okay.
end. Thank you, though,
Bummer.
for that bid. We appreciate it, man.
Bummer. From the island.
But we got Anthony Hughes at 150.
The big island in Germany.
That's right.
All right.
No, we called it for Anthony, and we didn't see Reiner's bid until a few beats later. So
sorry, folks. We'll try to go slower. There's one more auction right here.
we got another auction,
That's
though.
Anthony Hughes.
We got one
150.
more. One more auction, friends. So, Reiner, this one could be for you, my brother.
All right.
Give it up for Anthony. Congrats, Anthony.
Congratulations, Anthony Hughes.
Anthony, shoot me an email over at ryan@axtell.com. Let me put it up on the screen there for you. Shoot me an email to confirm your win, and we'll get you squared up, and we'll get this shipped off. ryan@axtell.com. Drop me an email. It's right there on the screen below Steve's gorgeous setup on his big old monitor and a big old camera shot. We got one more auction.
Oh,
so
my
don't
goodness.
go anywhere, friends. Steve, what else you got?
Another blast.
I got a mug watch. All of those mugs look super close to the edge, all the way over to Harry Stedman over there in England. And Harry knows his mugs. Thank you. Mario, this one could be for you, my friend. Guys, we have a double auction. Steve, whatever you pulled out, I'm throwing an axe tracks in. Okay?
Well, it looks the same here, doesn't it?
Okay, not a monster.
Oh, it's a brown toad.
The toad, another item that is
This is
no longer readily available.
No, if you special order a brown toad. But this is a limited edition. This is the very last brown toad that will be on the website. So,
and we might have even used that one.
I love this guy.
We might have even used that one in the filming of the video, This Life's for Me.
Super cool.
I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, you can. All right.
I could, but I won't.
So this is the second auction and the axe tracks that goes with it. So the routine that goes with it.
We'll include the This Life's for Me, Dinky Frog axe tracks.
Yeah. And
what else you got?
Okay. It's pretty cool. Unopened from the incredible vault that I have.
No way.
This is a 19-inch little baby chimpanzee.
Little baby chimp?
A little baby chimp. And these are puppets, but they're not easy to work. They're stiff vinyl, but you can get your hand in them. But I'm just telling you that they're
more
really
on the realistic side.
They're so cool to put on your, in your room, in your study, in your bed, in your on the pillows and such. It just looks great as a stuffed animal. But it does have a moving mouth. You can see it moving there a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's really not a usable puppet in my opinion. This is a 19-inch chimpanzee. The hands are even.
They're
open.
Yeah.
And
there wire in them?
There is not wire in these.
Okay.
No.
I know the Pro Chimp that we sell, we put wire in.
Right. This little one, there's a long story behind it, but this was made by another company and it was not authorized. So this is got a little history behind it. So it's pretty cool to see the 19-inch chimp. You see how he's almost the size of a dinky sitting? And the brown toad and the axe tracks that goes with this.
That's right.
This is cool. So I would like to start this auction. You see, these are going for about $200 on eBay. This is was $120 right now, and so yeah, I'm gonna start at $100.
Well, I got a bid from Anthony Hughes at $100 already.
There we go.
So we're
already
kicking this
there.
off.
All right.
At $100.
$100. Do we hear 125? 125, anyone? $125. Do we hear 125 for these two
Anthony
incredible
Hughes
puppets?
at 100, going up.
Anthony Hughes.
Oh, I got Mario at 115.
Mario's at 115. All right, Mario's 115. Do we hear 125? 125 anywhere? 125.
Ooh, Anthony Hughes. Oh, but I got Reiner jumping up ahead to
All
$200. Now, Reiner's got a lot of our amazing apes.
A ton of these, or did have.
Right.
If they weren't damaged in the flood. Oh,
I
yeah.
got Reiner at 200. Jumping into the lead, I had Anthony Hughes at 125. I had Mario at 115.
That's right.
Remember,
$200 to Reiner going once.
This comes with the Axe tracks as well.
All right. $200.
You can even download the special effects tracks and can make it into your own language.
Yes.
If German's your native language, you could take the script and re-record it with all of our music.
Yep. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Reiner, $200.
Oh, Puppet Guy Matt.
Okay.
Anthony Hughes is conceding. He's out for the night. He's already a winner.
There's a scoop right there.
Oh, you're right.
We were going.
Swoop, there it is.
All right.
205 to Puppet Guy Matt.
205. Puppet Guy Matt. All right. $205.
I'm going to put Matt P for Matt Puppet Guy.
All right, Matt P.
We all know who that is. At 210.
All right.
Yeah. At 210. Let me change that. Okay. So,
okay.
If you see a bid out there higher than 210, you let me know. Reiner might be still in the game. We'll try to allow for latency as well.
We'll go slow.
Want to make sure everyone gets a chance on this because we don't have a lot of amazing apes.
Do we hear 215? Anybody? Reiner, 215? Here, 215. Anybody 215?
Mario's out for now. Mario's out.
All right, Mario's out. There we go. All right, 210 to Matt P going once.
All right, going once to Puppet Guy Matt.
What are you pointing at?
Oh, I'm
keep an eye out.
Up here.
Oh, Reiner 230.
Boom, 230.
Swoop, there it is. We got
$230 to Reiner.
Let's get him up on the screen there.
230 to Reiner. All right.
To Baby Reins.
Baby Reins. Oh, speaking of which, do we throw in a Baby Norman?
Add a Baby Norm.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Reiner deserves a Baby Norm. Or whoever wins right now. Right now it's Baby Rein.
In a bag, brand new, unused, Baby Norm. Look at that. All right.
Oh, I got Puppet Guy Matt who said Joyzy's here representing at 235. That's a swoop, my friend.
What?
235.
Okay, 235. All right, $235.
Puppet. I'm gonna type the full Puppet Guy Matt.
Joyzy.
The gem of Joyzy, Puppet Guy Matt. Hey, what do you say?
235. Do we hear 230? Nope. Oh.
Well,
240.
We can go backwards.
Nope. 240.
Let's keep moving up. Steve.
240. That's why I'm an auctioneer.
Hey,
Lando wants a Baby Norm.
Did I hear $5 less? Did I hear $5
Baby
less?
Yay! All right. 235 to Matt. Puppet Guy Matt going twice.
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 We're skipping over once, or did I miss it?
Yeah, you missed it, man.
I missed it. I was too busy doing impressions.
It might have been once on 235. I'm waiting extra long on twice. I would love to see 250. Anybody got 250?
Anyone gonna hit us with a 2.5?
240. Anthony Hughes, who was out.
Oh, he said, no. Mario said he's
Mario.
out. Did Anthony say he's out?
Mario's gonna swoop in.
Oh, Anthony did say I'm out for the night.
Yeah, and so did Mario.
But then
here comes Mario. Here comes Mario.
Puppet Guy Matt said, Anthony, you liar. No,
240. Anthony Hughes.
You didn't say that. No, I got Puppet Guy Matt at 245.
Okay, 245.
But Anthony Hughes, I'm confused. I thought you were out.
And then they put you back in. I thought
All
I
right.
was out. And then they pulled me back in.
All right, $245 to Puppet Guy Matt.
And then they pulled me back in. Is that Donnie Brasco? Al Pacino?
I thought I was out. And then they pulled me back in.
Mafia voices. Oh my gosh, Anthony Hughes. Swoop, there it is.
I actually have
250. You find he threw a norm in.
If
That's
you look,
why.
Look over Ryan's head there. Adjust your camera slightly.
That's the singing songbird.
That's Norman.
The singing songbird.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 255.
Norman is the singing songbird.
No, that's the silly songbird. Norman's not very silly.
Yeah, he is.
To
That's him
puppet
right there.
Guy,
You show
Matt,
him that
Yeah,
picture?
if you let me finish the bid.
All right, let's do that. All right, so 255, Puppet Guy Matt. 255, Puppet Guy Matt.
All right.
255, Puppet Guy Matt. Okay, bringing it down. There it is. There's Norman. That's little Norm. Baby Norm. He's our logo. Someday we will make him as a full-size puppet, Joey. All right.
We've always had a policy, though, that says our main logo should never be a big puppet.
It used to be.
That's kind of Steve's idea, is like, logos are small. like a baby logo. Harry just said he looked at the Axtrax website. You guys have done a good job. It's so
Thank you.
clean and easy to navigate.
Oh,
Man,
that's
means
Ryan.
a lot.
That's Ryan, yeah, because it
It's
used to be crazy.
Still a work in progress. There's still some edits we're doing that we haven't launched on the Axtrax page, but I really appreciate that.
255, Puppet Guy Matt going once.
Going once, going once.
Do we hear
once.
Say something about 260,
Do I hear higher bids? Going once. But Frank is here.
All right,
Francisco, he'll buy a Norman.
255 going twice.
Going twice. Do I hear a higher bid?
Good idea, Harry.
Going twice.
Harry. Good idea.
Harry.
Harry. Good idea. He said make a Dinky Norman. That's a good idea. I am going to do a bird, so maybe Dinky Norman.
That's the
maybe
only
that's it.
puppet where the Dinky version is bigger than the real one.
Oh, no, Baby Norm is this.
Oh, this would be adult normies. Baby Norm and adult. Oh, Anthony Hughes said more Bible stories on Axtrax.
Ooh.
Thank you for the feedback. Mario said screen froze. Oh, bummer, Mario. We were going to give this to you.
Oh, Mario.
Oh.
He pretends he's out, and then he's like, hey, the screen froze, so I can't
so
do
you
my
pulled
bid.
me back in.
I can't do my bid. That's right. Uh-oh.
Wait, is Mario Yogi Bear?
Uh-oh.
I can't do my bid.
Uh-oh.
He's reaching.
Puppet Guy Matt, 255 going
Last
three times.
chance for the bid.
Okay, you got to know we waited for you, folks. If there's a bid that comes in, we don't see it, then Puppet Guy Matt is going to win this for 255. Could be 350. Easy. Are you ready? Bids? Any bids, Ryan?
Mario said he can hear us, but
Did
he
you
can't
see any
see us.
bids?
He can't see me waving the Canadian flag right
Oh! All right. I need batteries in my
It's
Mega
going.
Wand.
Hey, congrats, Puppet Guy Matt.
There we go.
Not only did you win this limited edition, and now I see Reiner's bid. Oh,
No,
Reiner,
you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't.
It just popped up.
Again?
Yeah.
Seriously? Oh.
Just a little late, my friend. And then Puppet Guy Matt went up. Matt, I already called it for you. We waited and didn't have any bids coming while we called it. I know
there it is.
latency always plays in effect. So thank you, everyone, for being a good sport.
All right.
But that we had called it for Puppet Guy Matt. And that comes with the Axtrax as well for the frog. Or toad.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Toad. A baby
Reiner,
Norman.
as always, thank you for bidding, my friend. Thank you for the unboxing. Fun to see you. You got the elf and you got the Tiki.
Yeah. It was great.
Fuel, give me fire.
Give me fire. Give me 5. Fire 5.
Love it.
Like that.
Love it. Hey, Harry, thank you, man. It is fun to be back with you all. I know we're not every week now, but that's because we're cranking out orders. We're working on some special projects like Variety Coach and all that. But we'll be back in 2 weeks, the first and third Thursday of the month. We'll be back. We'll be back. We're going to have another special guest, performer spotlight, maybe some more auctions. So, Reiner, hang in there.
Yep.
Anthony Hughes, all you guys who bid. It's always fun. We'll probably have some new stuff. And we have some other projects that we're working on that we might even be able to talk about at that point.
I hope so. Yeah, we certainly hope so. We
The
have
hard part is
a lot of stuff coming in.
We
that's
always have projects
secret.
going on, and we can't always talk about them.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
well, we are sure excited about seeing you in 2 weeks.
That's right.
Mark your calendar. Make sure you're there. Make sure you tell your friends. And we'll see you here on the inside.
All right. See you all then. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.